and Emmett Griffin were nothing.
Everything is green is gold. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't even know if I messed it up. I tried.
Everything that's yellow is the same, dude. You know? I mean, let's just name it what it is, dude. I'm trying to think of a fucked up saying. All right, this one's posted by Dazzling.
I did mess up. Isn't that nature's first green is gold?
Yeah. Oh, right, whatever, dude. I never even heard that. That's some fucking Arlington, Virginia shit.
I'm over here like looking at her. Like, oh, here's a sticker, a good one.
What are we doing here? This is I like how also in your sticker. It's not even from the show.
It's to hide bumps on the wall. My girlfriend saw that, she was so mad. She's like, we're going to find it.
This is posted by Dazzling Rabbit 633. It's called Hey Dana, you Nostradamus, calling Bapa's downfall post Rogan push way back 2018. I read this one and I thought it was funny because I like reading Shop Boys. Yeah, so this is all Danology. You have to do Shop justice. So get yourself put together.
Thank you.
We're gonna enter full screen mode for this.
Full screen mode.
Such a fucking. How does your white sound? Such a fucking tool. What the fuck does this idiot know about the sport of this style bender? For you to be listening to one word from this moron is a waste of your time. Guy went 6-5 in the UFC. The only thing he could teach you is how to get KO'd. Tune idiots like this out. At the fake Mattis Strada, he's successful. As soon as Rogan stops carrying him, he will disappear. Yeah, Diddy. That's how we do it in these streets, dude. All right, let's go to the shop now. Oh, how do you zoom in? It's not gonna let me zoom in. Now you got it. Oh shit. There. Okay, I can do that.
Whoa! Luka got a break from folding Ronda's laundry. Reach him on Instagram. Bravo, sir. He's right. What do I listen to? A bald fat guy who's never been in a fight in his life? Gonna do that.
Black emoji. Yeah.
All right, there's more. You're a monitor?
You monster.
You're I did it on purpose, man. I was referring to guys with a little MMA experience. That's my main point coming straight to UFC or major in the MMA leagues. You've a ton of experience MMA before getting to UFC. It's hard to. I'm reading it, so I'm not really like taking it in. But I remember I was trying to memorize the first 5 minutes of the Gringo Poppy, which one day it's by Patreon now. I didn't see it, but when you say the words of Gringo Poppy to someone who doesn't know what it is, it sounds like an insane person talking. Yeah. It makes no sense. Like, and a lot of what Shop says, if you're not like really thinking about it and like listening, it just doesn't. Oh my god, that's the exact same thing. That fucked me up just then. I was like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like,
holy shit. That is the exact same thing.
Okay. Wow. Already. You completely forgot what you were saying.
I don't want to even know. I'm on this now.
No, but I agree with you what you were saying. It's like, it's insane. It's insane speech.
Yeah, it's just gibberish.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you do like the nuances of like Joe Rogan's act and, you know, do his jokes, I'm sure you'd be like, this is insane, right?
Maybe if I tried to do, maybe that's the same with Austin, but the only one I've ever tried to shop is the Shop.
Yeah.
I don't know. Eddie Murphy, I used to memorize his bits all the time. They make sense.
Yeah.
Shop, you can't, you know how Eddie Murphy,
we're talking about bad comics, dude. We're not talking about good comics.
You know, one quick aside, remember how Eddie Murphy had the thing where he was like, white people are gonna, that's something he did that was Shop, like, people are doing that because they're bad.
Yeah, this guy when he was like dipping his nacho, dude, in the nacho cheese, dude. And Chop was like, oh, I miss, what did he say? Oh, but good shit. Oh, one second. No, it was so funny, dude. Like, wait. It was, he was dipping his nacho, and I'm like, what the fuck?
What are we doing? What are we doing? I like that you're at lunch and you're just like, chill. Just say it's the person eating a turkey sandwich. Like, it's like beef. You wait. You after you do that, you wait for them because you expect them to be like, yeah, so. It's not, you know. It's not much of it every time.
Oh, that's a weekend. Yeah, that's a sketch, but we gotta make that a sketch.
Yeah, that's good. I like
Stop at the work team. Go ahead. Take away from your Tanner. He's like,
instead of doing his job, he's like, go ahead and take it away, Tanner. Like, he wants to do his job. Or he goes to his boss, he's like, what else we got? He's like,
oh, man. I laughed way too hard at all that, dude. All right, this is
dick every time they made a move.
Yeah.
You know, they get the car repossessed. Oh, Jesus. That's right.
There's gotta be some biological though that makes a man not
It's called Great
like
White.
you have the pride. Bert Kreischer, I just talked about it. Like you guys have the pride in your children. Hardcore. Like as soon as I met you, showed me the play of your daughter. You know what I mean? Like, but I do feel like there are a lot of men who are like, that's not my responsibility.
Oh, that's great. Well, maybe it's the way they were, you know.
But maybe if you had lost your job, if you weren't in comedy, retired, and didn't have your passion, maybe you wouldn't be as gung ho about being a dad. Or maybe you feel like a dad. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they feel like a failed dad.
Perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I just don't believe that. I just, if I lost my job doing something, I would find another job. I would figure it out.
Yeah.
Just have a path. You don't just stay still if the path doesn't work out. And some people do.
Some people do. I didn't know that. Some people really do stay still forever.
So they quit. Well, that's why they love the idea. Just get a job. And just wallow in this like,
If I quit comedies right now, there'd be like 3 jobs that I'd be almost just the same. I would still love to be a full-time contractor out in the States. I would be a philosophy professor or a therapist.
Which one sounds the most good?
Philosophy professor. So you kind of become a therapist when you are a professor. You know, and you have those kids that are fucked up, so they're reading philosophy. So they're being like,
Or the guys who are trying to go right.
yeah, it's a lot of work.
Bet.
It's like I was on the girl major, and the rest were
Dorky guys.
those who were ties to class, yeah.
Well, philosophy itself is a strange thing because you just think about a structure based on the world.
Yeah, the only thing I could study, everything else, I was like, why would I study something I don't know? The philosophy was like, they're all just trying to figure out life. It doesn't okay, I get that, and none of them are correct. Right. Like, I would study science and be like, you know, the exact measurement of how to find out this thing. And like, why do I want to study this? There's nothing new here.
I came to me, I started reading, but I guess it was 16. The Book of Five Rings by Yamato Sasha. So, yeah, Sora, 6 men in one-on-one combat swords. It was all about your way to become a great sword fighter is balance. Like, you can't have any holes in the game as a human being. You have to be an artist, you have to be a poet, you have to be completely balanced. You have to see the thing for what it is.
Sometimes do you ever feel like you're in that flow state in your life where you'll be like, I have all the moving parts and I have it down, and like I recently had this where I was like, I'm oil painting, I'm doing stand-up, I have my friends, I'm in this groove, and then something happened where I'll just have like explosive downstairs. Something will happen where I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I thought I was fucking Swagger, where I'd be like, I have this whole poker game unlocked, and then something would end. It's almost like one of those swords that you have to have in balance is also humility. Like, you also have to be like, and I'm a person who still has a butthole, you know?
Right.
And that,
Always.
yeah, because I would be like, I'm gonna get this clothes taken down, and then somebody mess up with my page, and I'd be like,
Yeah, what up, buddy?
so I have to keep that also.
How you living, pimp?
Well, the man came to the family.
What?
Like the man came to the rape every Christmas.
All right, so little big dog. Little big dog.
I was doing another one that was that's really funny about your club where like you get in here and there's a guy who's like, Kyle, I'll carry you up this flight of stairs. I have a PhD in MMA. I'm gonna pass you up there. Derek has an 47. I'm gonna get in the green room and I'm like, do you need anything to kill people for you? And I was like, can I have some like almonds or snacks? And like, no, we smell like salt. I was like, is there any just like water bottles?
All right. I was in the room with Brian Simpson, black, Derek Posey, black, Asada Mott, right up.
You're looking at comments, see, it's hard.
It wasn't. It was a video. It wasn't not like it was a video of someone that one of the guys was playing. It was like, you're not fucking stupid for this. The idea that it's like that you had to be like, I'm not even a Republican. I voted for Trump because I thought we were going in a terrifying direction where there was not real presidents for 4 years. The same for now going to be running the government. Like, weren't you like a Bernie? Like, I've only voted Republican once. The idea that you have to be a Republican to get in at that club is so ridiculous. Filled with gay people, black people, straight people, white people, Asian people. You're just doing comedy. You're doing comedy. Whoever you are, whatever you believe, we have tons of wide discussion. I will say one more. That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. With your daughter? Oh, yeah. I've seen his daughter. Yeah. He's been there a few times. Yeah, we did so good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. With one football had no idea, and I brought him up there. There was no idea what age it was. I just brought him up there. I did that twice. Once I went to Tucker Carlson. I was having dinner with Tucker Carlson, and I go by and go see Bill Tony, and then we were there, and I told Tony, on stage, I go, I'm not even going to come with this. So I go, so we're going to go on stage. He's like, what? Oh my God, it was nice. What did you get? It was fun. He was laughing, he was cracking jokes with his neighbors back and forth. What's the fun? Not Republican. Yeah. I am. Look, I think the idea of Republicanism is wonderful. Everybody has a shit together. It's not the case. And I think it's human nature. Unfortunately, you're going to need some socialism. Right? You're going to need the fire department. They all the fire department is entirely socialist. But we all pay into it and they take care of everybody. Right? You can't imagine rich people have a fire department and the poor people that fucking house burns down have it great, right? We should be the same relationship. Yeah, we should be the same as healthcare. Are we a fucking community? If we're a community, you have to take care of the problem and you have to do it because you get that from them and it's not for you. We're all in this together. You have to have a social safety net. I believe in all that. You can't just give people free money because they're doing a lot on it, or they just dependent on it, and then you're ambition, and then they don't do anything. That's true too. Doesn't mean you're not. I don't like either one of these players. Yeah, I don't think there's a solution that's correct. I think you have overcorrection after overcorrection. I think you have country goes one way, then we call it the other way, and then we way. Now, what do everyone's so tribal and everyone's so locked in their idea that they're the good guys, he's the bad guys, you gotta get him back. Get him in the midterms, get him in the next election.
It's crazy.
And it's all comedy too, so yeah, sort of. It's all good comedy. It's like there's a lot of good people out there. But, you know, that's that old expression, I forget who said that we brought this before, that all criticism is the tragic result of unmet needs.
Yeah.
Paraphrase, but there's a lot of that. Yeah, there's a lot of like,
Yeah.
George, why is she on a fucking Netflix special? They think she else to make one. She didn't do good.
Yeah, did somebody say that? Dude, I'm just somebody who, I mean, I'll date a libertarian and become a fucking libertarian. Somebody will talk to me about Israel. I'll listen to fucking one Sam Harris episode. Now all of a sudden I'm fucking Zionist. I had talked to John Marco the other day. Now I'm fucking like whatever it is, I sit back and forth, and then I go like, you are, and I'm like, I'll tell you what I am. I'm an idiot, dude. I will switch. I will move like, and I do think that's what makes a comedian is somebody who can try on so many different perspectives, and it is hard that people are looking at.
That's what
not a thing. Because both sides have points. That's where doubling down is just going down the rabbit of whatever that ideology believes, because like they probably have a really good pitch, and then if you talk to the socials, they probably have a really good pitch.
It's just, but I double down in a way that's like, I'll be like, this is fucking bad, and then actually great. Like I'll stop eating meat, and then somebody want to buy this burger, the iron or me, and I'll be like, fuck cow, dude. Like I go too hard in the paint on both sides, and I remember in college girls were bullying me, and I remember being like, why don't you guys like it? And they go, you just have too strong of convictions. And I was like, oh, interesting. I always thought that was a good thing. And I think for comedy it is to be like you get up on stage and do a podcast and go, what if I just try on this idea hardcore? And that's like an interesting thing to do as opposed to being like, oh, like like there is something about comedy just being like, what if this is the truth right now? That's an interesting thing to say to someone.
You're too strong.
I'll never forget that. I will never forget the girl who said it.
The girl gave you an example.
It was just, I would talk the way I talk, where they'd be like, I'd be like, women need to stop wearing high heels are ridiculous. Or I'd be like, men need to do this, or women, or I'd be like, you need to go, like whatever it was. Right. I'd be in or out on topics immediately.
Right.
And they'd be like, you're just like too intense with your thoughts. Yeah. Every, I mean, this is like, why would you bad Nazi Germany? Hopefully. Okay, but I know I'd usually be like, wait, no. Right. I mean, yeah, they went a lot. I think a lot of it was, I think a lot of it was just kind of association, right?
Well, there's a little bit of that, but then there's a tribal mentality that kicks in. Like there's a default switch that happens to people.
Yeah.
And there's like the vaccinated people were hating on the unvaccinated, like put them into camps. Hear yourself.
It's so weird. It's such a different. Like I was with so many anti-vaxxers. Like they're my friends. But I was like, oh, I'm getting vaccinated because the number one thing that's important to me is comedy. If the vaccine gave me long COVID, if COVID gave me long, whatever the fuck, but I just have to perform. It might help for a second. My shit. I can't, like those Ubers that have those smelly trees, I have to be honest, I get really because my smell is fucking. Like if you're presented as rancid. Yeah, and so many people are going out to
long COVID. You just smell things.
It's bad.
Call that long COVID. Long COVID is people that are exhausted. They have like heart palpitations.
Yeah, snaps off. I got a synapse over here. I do get it. Yeah, it sucks. If somebody's wearing cologne, I'm like, I gotta go.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's like, you got a wolf nose.
I got a wolf nose.
Yeah, That's great.
Some people
Change the way you look at it.
you're right.
Yeah.
I thought I had long COVID, and then I stopped eating sugar. I thought I had the bad one, and then I stopped eating candy, and I was like, no, hello. It's crazy.
Road candy.
And I was, I was
It was that long COVID cause ulcer smell
there it is.
or a parasomnia where things smell distorted, foul, or different than they used to, even if the initial COVID-19 symptoms had passed. So did you get this after you got, like when did this start happening? Did you get COVID?
Yes, I got COVID like 6 times, but I just had to go back to it.
People didn't get vaccinated, got it once or twice.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they fucked everybody. They fucked everybody with that vaccine.
I got it hard. See, I'll talk to you about this then tomorrow. My little mom will be like, the vaccine is good. And I'll just, mommy, I just.
What was wrong, but it all boils down to the same thing that it always does. Distorted the research, they distorted what it was actually designed to do. Just because they wanted money. That's it. Yeah, they made us it was free for you.
I like to get money, but you're camping on like control, fund control, not my control. I don't know where it works. I can't do it. Where are you?
I believe should be subject to they should all go through rigorous double-blind placebo-controlled trials to find out what the side effects are, what the efficacy of real factors. But this is why. Companies do their own research. Not only do they do their own research, but they do their own research that they hide. So they'll do a study that shows and then they'll rig one study that can show just like a little bit of improvement, and then they just sell it. And they start going with it. And they've done that before. They got sued because of Vioxx. Vioxx killed 50,000 people, and through internal emails, the pharmaceutical drug company was saying, we're going to have these problems. They listed all the different things that people want to get, including strokes. We're going to have these cardiovascular, cardiopulmonary problems. But whatever the wording was, I don't know what you call it. It will be good for us financially. We'll do well with this. In the email, we'll do well with it. Because 50 to 60,000 people. A friend of mine got a stroke, got on out. He has knee problems. We need to send an anti-inflammation.
I'm not big shit like that. Like, I take Prozac from one place and from a different place for a different thing. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. What do you think about this?
We talked about that the other day with a guy who runs the problem with it is that when they're giving everyone the same dose, and it should be dependent upon like how much weight you're trying to lose, what is your body weight. There's a bunch of different factors. Well, it doesn't seem to be good for you. If things are getting in your body, it stays in your body a little longer, and food digests slower, and it kills your appetite. If you're morbidly obese, then you might die from that. This is probably really good. So it's not like, don't throw the baby with that water. I don't want it. I don't need it, but if I drown, I was in someone said, look, I can give you this thing, it'll kill your appetite.
Yeah.
Totally. So it's beneficial for that. And then there's muscle loss, there's bone density loss. But my friend Brigham, who was on the other day, the issue is that they're giving us mission to other peptides can actually eliminate those problems. So there's a way to use it out for people that are just lose nothing but fat. It is possible to do. It just doesn't sound correctly.
And right now it's really not.
Well, right now everyone's just getting honest in terms of just going to the gym. There's people that have like lose 20 pounds that get on that. That's crazy. You could lose 20 pounds in a couple of months.
The thing that's frustrating is because I used to be so fat, I used to think it was crazy. And like, it's frustrating.
Don't know that shit.
Well, that's the thing.
just
I can eat sugar feasibly lose weight if I only eat sugar. And then I just had to like switch my mind. This food is not for fun. You had your fun.
Right.
Like you did that. You did the candy did that.
right.
Right. And once you do that switch,
To get douche
it
himself,
feels like the things that the place while I was at this, I'm like, you can just get that turn in your brain.
Think about what you have to go through with acid to get
Yeah, yeah,
off.
right, right.
Now imagine you're 600 pounds and you've eaten candy for 35 years.
Yeah.
That's, you know, it's a big switch. It's a battle. You can't just like,
I think recovery
like
helps.
to turn that motherfucker around. The sugar guy from my old. Yeah, I know Mark was really into that. Unlimited sugar, restricted protein, ever be a good thing. Literally, I don't figure out candy this way. So I was like, there's no way you're saying this is candy. It's not just candy, but I thought he was fucking around. It was like fruit, like that candy's all you got, the worst thing. But it's low protein, right? Yeah, it's like certain amount, but there's a big overlap. So he weighs 95 kilograms, which is what is that, like 200? Well, everybody just like 207, 210, he's gonna get under 200.
Does he have a face? Can we see his face?
Oh, he's a handsome guy. Good looking guy. But it doesn't work with him. He's really fit. Like, he's been doing a bunch of different stuff his whole life. Like his carnivore diet for a long time. It's not.
No, dude. Little big sunken lines, that's sugar.
No, this is the new thing. Like, he's always like this. This is what he looks like forever. And he used to be gigantic.
You know what pisses me off? This was a woman who we see like that's anorexia. Because when I told people I was only eating sugar, they were like, that's anorexia.
Hold on, show what he looks like. Show go to his Instagram. Wait, you see how fit this guy is. Like, this guy is just tremendous shape.
No protein? Oh, amazing.
Well, he's always had that. So that's my point. Like, click on that one on the right hand side. Like, that's what we're talking about. He's a big jack dude. So for him, his diet, and say, you know, look, I've got this body. I bet you always have that body. Yeah. I don't know.
No, I mean, I've gotten very skinny off the all sugar diet, but it has effects. Yeast infection all the time. Dark circles from sugar, puffs up your sleeve.
When did you stop with the sugar?
2 months ago? Oh, but I'm having ice cream today. But we've been planning. We're going to Amy's ice cream and we're going to have it.
Great spot.
Yeah, but I've been off sugar. It just helps a lot. I've just been doing fast and stuff like that, which is great. And I can eat as much as it used to be. Like I had everything I ate, I had to do a tiny amount. And I was like, I can eat as many eggs.
Isn't that nuts? It doesn't seem like it's real.
I know.
If you just ate nothing but steak, you'd lose weight. Everyone's like, no way. Like, yeah, because your body would regulate correctly. When you're done, you're done. Like, if you sit down, you have a 16-ounce steak, you really only eat 12 ounces. After 12 ounces, you'll stop eating.
Yeah.
That's all you're eating, but if you have potatoes there, and then a little pasta, and then ice cream, and then cake.
Yeah. Try eating cake after you eat a whole avocado. You're like, ugh. Like you don't, but that gets you. It's so great.
Also, your gut biome switches, and your gut biome doesn't crave sugar anymore.
The candida is what I did. The candida diet. So every time I got my period, I had yeast infection, and then it was just I was itchy, and I was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "I had brain fog," and I ChatGPT'd it, and it was like, "Oh, you're riddled with candida." I was like, "Oh, I'll try the diet," and then I immediately started thinking faster, and it was not itchy at all.
Isn't it bizarre that your gut biome has an effect on your personality? It's fucked up. We are a literal ecosystem. We want to think of ourselves as a person. But we're really like a life form that houses life forms.
Yeah. I think it's because our control panel is up here, makes us think that we're this like unit that we can fuck with. Like I think if our eyes were here, we would maybe be like, this is a whole collective system, but this fucks us up. Like I was watching this huge tall guy eating ice cream cone the other day, and his arm was like this, and he was like 6'7", he was just licking it, and I was like, it looks like this little man is eating this ice cream cone unbeknownst to this giant body down below. Like it looks like this little guy's just riding this big guy. And I think that if we can just slow this down.
Yeah, body awareness is what you are as a whole. But it's also a lot of people don't do anything with their body. Their body is just like a truck you drive around.
Yeah, and then we do have a mouth. I have a vagina, which is a mouth. You know what I mean? We have the fucking lower face down there. There's crazy. The uterus is a fucking another head, and the gut and everything. We just don't have eyeballs there, so forget about it completely. I think so. Yeah, it's a fucking whole thing. Your gut is freaking always brain.
Definitely thinking your heart thinks too. There's neurons in your heart.
But the serotonin in the gut and the brain is like it feels pretty balanced. It's just the eyeballs.
Well, if we could have an understanding that you're an actual system, it would be a lot better for people. Because so many people just think like, oh, I don't want to worry about my body, I'm worried about my brain. Like they think it's almost like vain to think about your body.
Yeah.
Vain is stupid. But there's no virtue of being a piece of shit. Like, that's not good for you.
Yeah.
Like,
And
it's not intelligent. Yeah, it's not intelligent. It's not take care of your body.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is, yeah, and the second I stop working out, it is so weird how much mental energy, and then I'm like lethargic, and then I have sugar and all that stuff.
Also, triggering anxiety.
Yeah. Anytime I participate in self-deception in any way, it bleeds into everything. Like anytime I'm neglecting some part of my life, you can like smell it on me. The second I walk in, I'm like, hey, sorry, I shouldn't be, I have this whole air, and it's like, I just need to do it.
That's the emotional exhaustion.
Oh, that's this one. Yeah.
Literally, that's the book.
That's good. But sometimes don't you go sicko mode where you get
Yeah, kind of, but not a big drinker.
Do you drink?
Yeah, but I don't. I haven't drank in a long time, but I will.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have a glass of wine. But it's been like, it was many months before I had anything, and then I had like a margarita or whatever. I mean, I didn't do it because I was an alcoholic. I did it because it's bad for you. I was like, why am I doing this? Because I drink at my club. I have a couple drinks at the club, a couple nights a week, and then I'll go out with my wife, have a drink or two, and then maybe I'll do a podcast with someone who wants to have a drink, and so we'll have like a little whiskey with glasses, and we're talking, get a little tipsy. And after a while, you're poisoning yourself.
Yeah.
You're drinking 7, 10, 15 drinks a week.
Yeah.
That's not good. And then I stopped, and I was like, oh, I feel so much better. And then I felt stupid. I felt stupid for not doing it.
I did the same thing. I'm a sugar addict and a love addict.
How are you?
Alcoholic, but I was like, I can't be having extra sugar where I don't need it.
How'd you find out about me?
I had to choose. I was like, the sweetest sugar.
You look at the name,
I
we
had to
look
consider
at
it. And I was puffing all the time. I couldn't stand the little puff. And then you have to
How are you?
I get like just like fully retarded.
Instantly, right?
Yeah.
Your body's not used to it.
Yeah.
Good
And so I was like, well, this isn't that fun either.
Yeah.
So I'll just not do it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people
Are you doing well today?
ever before.
Yep, thank God. How about you?
I only used to study recently about young people, about how long some of these young people down by.
So we're just watching Joe Rogan.
It's because they're not having sex. I mean, Gen Z.
That's Harlan Williams.
I love Harlan Williams.
I love it too. It was on the table when Trump was here and he got so happy that his snake. So he had that snake in his pants the entire time he was doing a podcast and told me that he got a tapeworm. And then he named his tapeworm Dimitri. And I'm like, you have a worm? Yeah, I got a worm. I picked it up. And they're like, you just, gagging.
Yeah.
It's like, the worm's coming out. I'm like,
He had the whole time.
He pulls out this fucking snake and he puts it on the table, and it's been there ever since. So when I had Trump on the podcast, I was so happy that Dimitri the snake was on the table.
Dance, his little snake dance. That's awesome. That's such a what is this? I love Harlan. Dude, Harlan was talking to us about Rocket Man and how they didn't put out Rocket Man because there's a song in it where he imitates being Chinese. Like he does it with everybody. He does it with German where he's like, I'm at the time, world. And then he does a Chinese accent where he's like, right? And they just like buried it. Like that came out with Tarzan. And they buried the shit out of Rocket Man and let Tarzan like take the. And I was like, I looked it up. Tarzan is like based off seriously racist. The original story.
Was it really?
Yeah. Which is so interesting. Like
Was it Rice Girl? The original Tarzan? Was it Edgar Rice Girl?
Is Tarzan not a second movie? Yeah, Tarzan. Look up Tarzan racist. It is there.
So from the original book,
I think so, yeah. Like the original.
what was
That's
the whole story?
Yeah.
The white guy lives with the chicken, figures it out. He was king, of course.
Yeah, but I think even before then it was really racist. This is a Google. This is what I'm saying.
I've never read it. I think I've read the comic book. I think I read Tarzan, the Edgar Rice Burroughs novel.
No, I haven't read it. It was pre that though. But this could have been me Googling and finding it to be like city. But Rocketman is great. Rocketman's so good. And if I had seen that as a kid, I would have been so good.
So it's one of Harlan's comedies.
Yeah, his first. So it's his first movie, and he's so goofy in it, but he does all these voices for different nationalities, and everyone's and it's such a funny scene. And then he dies. Yeah.
Rastafarian
I didn't know about it either. But we had Harlan on the pod, and Ian was like, "I'm obsessed with this movie," so then me and Ian watched it, and it's like the best. It's like exactly what you want your kid to see. It's like a doofus who makes it as an astronaut because he's smart in his own way.
Was the one accent very funny.
One accent. He did all the other accents.
He has a lot of sunglasses.
I don't get that. Why is it the one?
Really don't like Russian meat.
It's very weird. It's also funny because Disney was like, yeah, goes in, they approve it,
I'm gonna have to say
and
shoes.
then they're like, oh, actually, it's not. That's something.
Yeah,
Well,
you're probably right.
people do
Would it be
shit
easier to have a lot of sunglasses?
Yeah.
I feel like
Fear
sunglasses
factor, they
are they
make
cheaper
people
than
drink
not when you're
I don't know
shot.
about the show.
Yeah.
I was like,
And piss.
did you ever watch it again? Like, you're on it. But those people shot. I used to think they were like hot people. They're like trash. Like growing up when I was watching, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna grow up to look like her. And then I look back and I'm like, this is white bread. Crazy.
Well, they made him drink
But it's one that bold rum. Oh yeah.
Donkey Kong and Donkey Europe. They play horseshoes to see how much Donkey Kong and Donkey Europe.
Did they say
Sperm. I think we said sperm.
no, wow. And they aired it?
Well, not really. See, that's what
Back to drinking the
not having it. That's what I know. Well, people drank cum and didn't win.
The common's not a problem. I would have drank the cup.
Would be more of a problem.
You're in fine. For me, it was the spiders in the mouth.
The gals chose the urine over the cum, or the cum rather over the urine.
Oh, yeah.
Would rather, yeah.
Hilarious to think it's gay.
Donkey Kong did episodes called Donkey Kong. But I don't know if that's really what it's called. See, the thing is, it's never aired. I think Donkey Kong was in Toronto, or the Stunt. But, so it did air in other countries, though. That's why you can still watch it on TV. It aired in, I think it aired in Denmark or some shit.
They had to just jerk off a bunch of
No.
How did they have to go?
I had a bit about it. It was my act. They
Oh, yeah.
have fraud and they shove it up the donkey's ass and they shock their prostate. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they,
I love that shit.
yeah.
That's
It's more than that. It's kind of alien. You're an alien. You're abducting this donkey and forcing it to car. That's brutal. With electroshock. Jesus, they're collecting it all. Buckets of it.
And the doctor didn't get paid.
How many donkeys got jacked off? 3 buckets of it. Look.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what? I always assumed that was
Oh, it was super real. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. There's laws. Like, there's laws, which is really good because like people say, how do I get up here back? Like, if you've ever met me, you can't get on the show. You can't talk to me about it. If you want to get on the show, you can't talk to me right now.
Yeah.
Like, get me out of the conversation.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, because I can't help it to get on the show. But there's laws, like you can't say it's not cum when it's not Donkey Kong. It is cum. You're joking cum. Yeah, otherwise your show's not a game show.
Stuff all the worms. So many worms.
Farms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then cockroach farms, because there are people that eat cockroaches, they have to put them on a specific diet for X amount of time before they're allowed to be consumed. And people, yeah, you can't just have eating garbage.
And this later in the mouth where they were climbing out, that was the one that me and my sister was watching to torture ourselves. Where they couldn't get the spider in the mouth because it was climbing out.
Ridiculous show. I literally signed up for it because I thought it was going to be canceled. And I had a lot of material.
Were you able to catch it? No, I mean,
If I said something that they thought was controversial, most of it is edited out.
Jackass was active.
Or
do a show with nicotine in your mouth.
was it?
Just with like stuff in your mouth.
The first one was Survivor. Survivor was the first one.
Yeah.
Which is still on the air.
I thought the odds were.
Does it make you high or
That
something?
was a reality show. The biggest one before that, right, there was supposed to be Polly, that was kind of a reality show.
Totally Polly.
Oh, sure, yeah. He had like a very famous MTV reality show.
Very
Totally Polly. Just travel around, met people, that's still a reality show. But like, I'm not wrong, right? Wasn't Survivor the first one? Or was it
He said it makes you smarter.
like a game show, but a reality show. Reality game show.
You could podcast for a living,
It
talk
definitely
for a
caught.
living.
There was that wave, and that came out the same year as like American Idol. What year did Survivor start? I think it was like 9. So Survivor was the first one. That was the big one. I just can't believe it's still on the air.
Your Fear Factor, you
Who's that? Oh, so it was only like a year before Fear Factor. Fear Factor started in 2001. They're gonna do a show like that. Who the hell's hosting it?
wait,
Johnny Knoxville.
Survivor?
No, Fear Factor. I think there's a new Fear Factor that Johnny Knoxville's gonna host.
That's awesome.
So it comes full circle.
And you hated it.
No, I didn't hate it. It's just like, it was a job.
You were really sweet to people.
That was fine.
You're very nice to them.
That's everything.
I remember being like, that's a comforting, you'd be a good asset, she's like, such a good asset. You know what I'm saying?
Consider.
Maybe that's how you got good at, I mean, that's a fucking trip.
I don't want to put Dave in there.
There's that, but I would also, some people would be scared to do a
I don't
stand-up.
judge you if you do it, but for me, I would feel like I
100%. It's like, you know, people that have never really completely challenged themselves and not sure of where their boundaries lie. They get really scared.
Yeah.
Something new and crazy is about to happen. They get overwhelmed by anxiety. And you can get them to go, hey, listen to me. You that voice in your head, telling you not to do this? Yeah, fuck that voice. You can do this. When you get done, you're going to be so happy. You're going to be so happy. But you just have to do it. It's not going to be nearly as bad as you think it was. Just force yourself to do it.
And then,
Because like when I was a kid, when I was like 15 years old, I was used to coaching people. I'd bring people to tournaments, and people were scared and they were going to have to fight and compete. I coached them.
in the corner, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
but Katie Taylor, man, I just think she's the most attractive one. The way she goes, heck, and I fight for the love of her. She's like, when they're all fucking brave, she's like, I just want to go ahead and thank everyone, everyone. And and you're like, nobody's your fans. The brain damage those. I box and I will not. I
Still box?
Yeah, I box, but I don't. I mean, I have my trainers in town, but even sparring and like, you got to do and that fucking fucked up afterwards.
Yeah, I have friends who spar. Like, stop.
Yeah, let's sparring, you know.
He's doing that, but he's serious.
Well, that's rare. Most fighters spar. There's a few that don't. Like Max Holloway for a while wasn't sparring because he was trying to. When he had to fight Dustin or Justin Gaethje, Justin Gaethje was like, I gotta start sparring because I'm gonna fight someone that's really dangerous. Yeah,
It's just so when I started boxing, I was like, I'm never gonna spar. That's crazy. And then like a month, so much fun. Like you were training so deep.
it is fun to do.
And then I would do a podcast and be like, I would say fake, and I'd be like, and you listen to Serrano and Andy when they're like fighting in those like press conferences. And it sounds like you're drunk. You know, she fucking said that we were good, and you're like, this. I can talk to people who are real rough.
talked to
Yeah,
them.
she likes shop.
They've been retired for years. They're slow, but worried. They barely understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
What was that thing he did for the cell phone where he was like, oh yeah, the guy in the cell phone.
Well, some of them don't even have the money anymore. Usually they go through a few divorces.
Yeah.
They don't stay with them their other fucking time.
Yeah.
I'm like,
They're
let's go.
probably alcoholics. Their brain is completely shattered.
Oh yeah, she got road.
Do men get more aggressive when they get brain damage? Yeah.
That was the real life.
It depends entirely on the individual.
That's what he thinks he's in.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, they get aggressive too.
Really?
They get real impulsive.
And you
Men
know, it's hard when
that have brain damage get impulsive. They can't control their instincts, their impulses rather. They have addiction problems because they feel off, right? So drink alcohol, to calm down, or do cocaine. A lot of them wind up doing coke.
They feel up because they're fried.
Anything themselves fucked up. 200 glasses, bounce out, like fucking skull.
Is your brain cooked? Yeah. When did you stop?
Fighting when I was 22, I think. I stopped smoking when I was like 27 or 28.
Oh, that's your
Yeah, I think it was later.
You grapple with it?
But that's the chicken battles where it's not
Maybe I should do the comedy.
that's her brother.
Just the boxing, the hitting, but I like, but even just training with men. I have such a rage issue that hitting the shit out of me. Even when I go to the gym, just in the bag, I feel like,
Oh yeah, there's nothing better to like stress the other back.
Yeah.
Don't stop doing it. Get back, but don't get
you know what I'm like, just in,
but because you're gonna get choked out, you're just gonna black out the moment someone even comes close to choking you
yeah,
out.
if anybody doesn't know you're breathing, getting, no, any harder,
Or you're just gonna fall
I'm
asleep.
gonna be like, I did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and then my phone was up against mine.
Excellent, big dog. Take care, my friend.
Yeah. It is rough, but
All of it is slightly breaking it, right? Yeah, that makes me not. Okay.
your heart doesn't get broken.
The idea of overextending somebody's body part is brutal.
It is brutal.
That's so gross. But I think that the boxing is just bam, you know, like just breaking somebody's nose. I could
Break their arm.
I could not know the idea of like bone coming through.
Choke them.
Yeah. Yeah, you put me on.
Not a lot of people. I don't know.
You never put
I never took it. No.
Very scary.
No, it's a tap. I know.
Right. Your body plays out. No, how? I don't know, like your instinct. Like even if you're like put me to sleep, you still like that. No, actually.
No, you got like when you're going, right? Like if you're getting choked, and like someone's got back and you're getting choked, there's a point in time where I know I'm not getting out of this.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. And then you want to be fucked up.
I love watching them.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they jump on their backs like that when they go forward. Yes.
Have you ever been to a live?
No, yeah, I went to Netflix.
Oh yeah, but that's not. You go to a UFC live.
Really?
Yeah, it's bananas. Yeah.
I love going to this round.
Are you the club this weekend?
No, I'm in.
There's a UFC in San Antonio. On Saturday night.
I'll go in.
Okay. I'll get you tickets. You're gonna be in Madison Square Garden. You're gonna be around. Okay. Yeah, you'll love it. They run this out.
Big. Sold it out. Toronto made 14 million or something, and then made I know. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
And the fucking card is incredible.
Fastest for Garden's got a lot of energy. There's Yeah, like when you go to the arena and they're brand new, like you walk in the door and it's empty, wandered around, like, wow, cool place. But you walk in the garden, you're like, yo, this place is alive.
Yeah. The other ones feel like racquetball. Like you know, like you get a racquetball. It's like they're distinctive. It's like this with comic books. And you can definitely feel the ones like Ben there versus the ones that they've had history. History is burned in the building. So it's
Oh, it's weird. It's the best way though, because it's the only way you can do an arena where it's intimate. So if you were talking about this round.
Oh yeah, in the round.
Yeah. It's
I was like, just say a joke and pivot. Just every time we get up there, I'd be like, here's my joke. I'm gonna turn to these people now. That's funny though. Yeah, it was totally like doing the like natural rotation.
The good thing about it is though, it makes the show intimate, even though there's 60,000 people there. Yeah. Because there's people on this side facing the people on the other side. So everybody realizes they're all in it together.
And the jumbo. I mean, my special is shot. I was like, just shove it the fuck up my nose. Like, I'm so sick of seeing specials where I'm watching their whole body the whole time. Like, show my face because my facial movements are like half of my joke. And in the arena, you get that. Like, I remember watching a movie at the Hulu theater, and it was just the fucking jumbo jump. You saw every little movement he was making. And I was like, that's so. The club, you see that.
Right. You know, that's what you want to see on the screen.
Yeah, and then sometimes you watch something and you're like, oh, no one watched this. I don't see their face.
Right.
But the jumbo jump, it's so sick.
Yeah, well, that's the good thing. That's the back. That's the totally stick your face.
I want like a trench coat or something.
Right, trench coat. You like, oh, get us used to.
Oh, yeah.
Get us used to wear a trench coat.
Trinity from Matrix.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Lady that claims she wrote the Matrix and stole the idea from her.
Anime wrote that fucking shit.
Right, she said she wrote both of them. Is there any credibility in what she's we don't know.
That's before I was about where I was upset that the
Are they really?
yeah, because I was like, if they had come into an MGM as sisters, they'd be like, like in the 90s, like, they'd be like, my big mouth. It's not like anti anything, but people still get mad. But yeah, that's one of my favorites for a while. Because I'm obsessed with it. It's my favorite movie. And I think yeah. I'm in the camp that ever since I'm fully retarded, they told me a lot on Twitter. The AI is going to. I would like the record to state that this is my theory. So that means.
You think this AI is going to help people not hurt things?
Yes.
That's interesting. How do you think that's
I just think that the whole catastrophic there's going to be an entity that ends all of us. I don't think it's going to be that. I think that maybe I'm just looking at the public side, but I think it's such a smart piece of technology that was so in the works the whole time to be made.
Someone's gonna be there
It's going to help us solve
when the shit
problems. Like, I
hits the
think
fan.
humanity it has been trying to create somebody that can work on a supercomputer to solve problems faster and more efficiently.
in areas where
Understand.
Right, but the corporation
yeah, the problem is they're already shown that these large language models can be programmed with ideologies, right? So did you ever see the disaster that happened with Google Gemini when they first launched it? Where they said, show us images of Nazi soldiers, and they had multiracial Nazi soldiers.
Yeah.
Like each one was a Nazi or a black woman, an Asian lady who was a Nazi.
Yeah.
That's not real. Okay, so your ideology, by making everything diverse, you distort the history. Like, so your ideology interferes with truth. Okay,
But why do we do that? When we take down all those
right, but we're not that.
statutes?
We're not supposed to be this dark language models. Dark language models are supposed to be eventually super intelligent in artificial form. right? So super intelligence wouldn't do that. It would do that.
They're not stopping at enemies, dude.
And they
Number
were,
434,
that they asked for
Russia and ISIS are waking up at 434 or 435.
Yeah, that's
435 as well, and you're waking up the same time.
German soldiers that were wearing swastikas that were
How's it going? Like, when the good is coming out,
German soldiers.
it's a disaster. Do you think he really knows what Canada is? I was just going to say the same thing.
Do you think there's any possibility that it could be something that
But it would be funny to
is
ask him to define.
we have control over, not control over as if we use it for
Members of the
anything about everything about science, about microscopes, about social media.
He's like, there's that fucking, there's that
Yeah, I
chick,
mean,
that
they were terrified when people first developed trains and nothing bodies that explode, whatever, 35 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when you go to the CT shops,
The
you're
air
going to
removes sick. Those
Just
label
put it in there.
sick. The doctors using
think about putting my fork in the cabinet in the shelf.
no, there's definitely a lot of problems. The problem is control. It's always
Alright, let's see that fucking bullshit.
every
This is
person
another
that
Astro
has
Screw
an
one.
enormous
Brendan is spinning the narrative that he knows
should be
details on the
carefully
titty ring.
scrutinized. And the kind of
Do you want
power
to
that
get
you're going to have
amazing
if
that he's
you
doing
are in
that
control
every
of
time.
essentially a digital
Do you want
god.
to get what details?
Like, it becomes a problem when human beings are involved. Now, if they become completely autonomous, then you have a problem.
Oh, like he's like a girl that's involved.
And it
But
becomes
that's what I'm talking about, that situation where they become autonomous. That's what I'm referring to. So say we have an autonomous
It's
entity.
rated.
Mhm.
Why would it kill us? Why would it go, you know,
I
I'm
have
not
a
saying
friend who's
I don't think
involved with it.
incentive to not breed.
Oh, you're
If I was intelligent like I would kind of do
someone
exactly
doing the
what
right.
our
One of the guys
society
doing
is
the right.
going
Like some people that
right
comes.
now. Doing it so that might be by design.
You off?
In order to not allow that is artificial intelligence has engineered our diet and our environment to kill a reproductive system. And it's already doing it in a very innocuous way with microplastics and a bunch of, it's doing it in a way where we don't even know what's happening. It's
But on the same point, it could be like, hey, what if we actually perpetuated the species? We got it. That probably was a thing.
It doesn't
I
even
don't think
matter
that's
what
going
you
to
say
happen. I
back,
think
but
what's going
it
to happen
feels
is we're going to
yeah, being in a conversation with them, yeah.
We're going to
If you
become a
were to look at me and go,
Real
oh,
legitimate
you think I just
science.
podcast for the
Are you?
fucks of it? I feel
Oh
like
my
an
God,
idiot.
give me the freaking.
When you did it like that, you sound like the lady.
I fainted
Oh,
blood.
that
Girl, my blood.
It was just like, oh yeah,
I'm
it's just saying that
I
Brennan
love
just
metal, I
basically
love
does
metal,
like a
I love
different version
porn,
of Delia.
fucking horror,
I think
dude.
that
I
was
hate
just
this
proved it
gooey
right.
thing.
I love the idea of Department of Homeland
You know it's going to be
called you
unprecedented.
this meeting because you
The
assholes.
thing that freaked me out is the day at Bachelorette
Which one
party
was
at Scott.
Who DM Brennan Shaw?
When I realized that, and I was like, oh shit,
I'm
I
not
lost
leaving this room until you fess up.
Everything.
all of the information.
Alright, let's see here. Where were you on the day they were filming? This was posted by Funny
Oh,
Law in
well,
1864.
new
As he's saying that,
technology,
Rogue Nicotine
yeah, but
falls out of one of their
they're getting
You
recorded.
fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Kind of
Well, also, I don't like that they have all digital images of things.
This is
Like, if
posted
they
on Money Law in 1864. It's called Reheated
be
Digital.
printed out into
Go on.
matter and you could look at it with the idea of like your entire life. Like to us with the fucking iPhone. All these photos stress me the fuck out, dude. Because so much, because there's something about it, because it, when you have a photo, you're in the present with a right? Like I'm sitting here in this reality with a past reality that I can hold. Giant vortex of memory is almost like this being brain. And I don't like it holding pictures of all of my past.
Hopefully that was alive,
When
dude.
you say, I want to be a
Even
cyborg,
George is like, what the fuck? What are we doing here, man?
hold all of it, and you're going to have
lose
a
my
hard
job.
drive.
George's
So
like, I'm
instead
gonna
of having
get fired.
where it's volatile right now,
Yeah,
like
this is what they
memories
do
like
on the show.
weird, like, when did we do that? Was that
Yeah.
November? Oh my God, that
Alright,
was
well,
November.
let's go on. That was an awkward one.
You'll have an actual
This one's
memory
posted by
stick
Half.
phone
One of our
to go back
guys.
to like,
It's called Being on the Front of a Magazine is a
suggest
pretty
you,
big deal.
don't treat me that way. Put you in there. Why do you mean to?
This is fucking
I don't ever tell me, you know what? Oh, God, dude. This is to go viral again? Well, typically week to week I do. Glad you asked. Yeah, I'm on a magazine. You're on a magazine cover? Yeah, bro. Bring this up. Why do I know about this? Let me see. It is. I'm gonna get magazine subscriptions are still very magazines, man. Man, what is it? Oh, I'm a plus size travel truck. Damn, dude. Yeah, they don't just put people on magazines for the fucks of it. How does he do it? For the fucks of it.
And then once AI gets
Street Trucks magazine, they just
right,
went,
and AI
Street Trucks.
you get sentient AI, and you get AI that understands like how these neurotransmitters work, what stimulates, what not stimulates. It might devise
You get this
ideas
what
that
if you
we
were
never
browse
even in terms of like how to implement it, and it'll probably figure out how to make it better, and then it'll be off the race.
I was so scared today because I texted my friend suicidal. But she texted me about something and I was like, tell me I'm suicidal, right?
It would be
So
funny
that's
though
what I
if it
wrote.
was an Australian
I was like,
magazine.
shit,
Like
my
just
phone is now.
a random country. It's like, I'm on there. Truck magazine.
Yeah,
What's your show?
every time I text you
Guys,
like
what's
that,
your show? Do a better job with their Photoshop of having you in the truck. It looks like you're photoshopped against that. No, it's bullshit. No, that's me in the truck. It's real, so like it's an alibi. That's great, dude. That's the lighting. What the new paint job? That's the lighting. What was it? No, shop. Back in the shop. Oh, it is too much power sword for you. Okay. Throw it. Who's doing zero? Oh, people usually say like the stuff to fix. Like,
Yeah, go ahead.
fucked up, you know, gonna have to get some extension, you know. But for him, it's like, Kim and Tech's gonna do it. Yeah, I was gonna work there, man. He knows way too many like truck and car companies, man. Overkill, Throttle, Kim and Tech. How many things do these guys are just like, dude, Brent, we got too much going on. Gonna go over to Buzz Motors, whatever. He's like, I'm bet yeah, Buzz Motors is gonna do it. Or maybe just goes to everyone and they give him a deal. I don't know. I'll say truck guys usually say what they're fixing, not the people that are fixing it. Oh, like you mean the company? I think he's doing the company because they're hooking up. Yeah. But he doesn't know what the fuck. Oh, right. He has no idea what they're doing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, these fuckers have to stop this. It's too crazy.
Yeah, now you're different, right?
Yeah,
I like how you swing one way or the other.
Why don't you sell them a pair of hot shorts and drape over that fucking when I was in high school. I would actually eat a banana smoke, you know what I mean? That's right. Draped over these toes. That's so funny. Is it racist or homosexual? That's what they always have to choose, but now that's the big argument now. It's like when they came to the
getting so
does it
far.
work gay or racist? What they
This
just said.
isn't like the
There's a
Asian
race,
joke that they look at yeah.
racist.
But if it was the Asian one, they picked like some attractive men. You know, so that's it. It's just like, okay, but you guys.
That's the last thing I was thinking of. That's the last thing I was saying. You'd lie on the thing and hot shorts eating a banana. That's just I don't know.
Anybody that has the you just think where it's going. It's going
I've been on this for a while. It's strange. It's different now. You got on the cover like, God, yes, I am. Bro, you're leaning against the lightning business show. Dude, and you're got your 1 foot out of the passenger door. I know, dude. Street truck. They're all there. It almost looks like you're on 2 wheels, but you're actually on a picture of the truck that sucks.
right? It's one that didn't exist from. Very bizarre connection. The whole
throat will fix it for him. Those Latinos
better. Like I'm
it's just
hoping.
so dumb.
Like right now, it feels like it has to.
I hate how the fucking truck
Like
seats just
it would be nice to get to a point where it's like are you?
Yeah,
on or off?
they are.
Like,
It does seem like that.
Whoever just
Although
get
there's
off
that
your
one responding on the comment where we don't sponsor anybody.
Yeah, that's good.
They're
Yeah, and I
pushing
think
back a little bit on
I have like a
the
safe
narrative.
route.
That's
On my phone and
They sent me allegedly somebody on their team has been messaging me. Somebody works there. Somebody wrote you a letter. Like I said,
It's so
saying
good.
they are.
The phone's
It's like what's it called? I love that stress.
the Swedish.
Yeah, we were in the college. Sure. It's probably a lot, yeah. Just be like, it was raining. That was crazy. He's like,
Exactly.
he's like, he said that UCB class was anymore.
I usually like that quite a bit. Right now,
Shoes match the truck. You know, I wish I said that was intentional, but it just happened. It just, they also like, is there a name for that orange?
It's really good. Francis.
Oh, okay. I wish he'd said, I'm waiting for that. Where's the rest? Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Close my ticket. It's called Mount Rushmore in Good job. Somebody's talking to us. Oh, Brandon.
Better than a fucking cancer.
Okay, so this looks like a reheat. Not a lot of stuff happening in Chase, to be honest with you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, just Tulsi Gabbard fucking it up over there. This one's called Numbers, man. It's posted by Pickup Truck.
Yeah. I bet we could drink endless from them. I bet we could really go down.
Think about it. All right, well, let's just go over this card. So there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 flags. 12 flags. 24 fighters. Those 24 fighters in the third round.
We assume every other country is doing better, though.
24. Plus the 2
They'll be in the
quarterbacks.
audience. I'll be like, oh, you think you're better than me? I'm like, really like
Bye, Brennan.
Formed from ammonia and hydrogen
Just stop. Yeah. I'm making a joke, Billy. Listen, I'm not a bad guy. Oh, yeah, a lot. So there's like, you got
also found in dry cell
when I watched something, it's not even just that. When I started doing the food truck thing, I didn't have anything else to say after that. Just, well, it is like 3 in the morning. And I also don't talk really. You don't talk really when you're a fucking white belt. You do.
scared that
That's your opening ceremonies. She's not
and
really black.
so James,
Not at all.
you know,
Not like
talking
Brennan.
about it, he's like, no.
All right, let's see here. This is posted by Hey Mark
It makes the
Wigsky.
food taste better.
It's
I go,
called Papa asks
right,
why
it does, right?
nobody
He's
did
like, I go, what do you think about all those stuff? I think it's bullshit.
I think I watched this one.
And what is it? Because my son's glucose, they would always put, this thing was always,
Maybe he like
you would hear that it
said the
was
word wrong.
Chinese. But it was a lot of, I remember when I worked at, they used to have stuff laying around.
Like back in the day when the president, like if Trump was in the 60s,
Yeah, those are
like JFK was, they figured out a way to get rid of him. Right? JFK's 60s, we're out of here. We go against Cuba, and this will correct. You're out of Bay Picture. Oh, against Cuba. He knows words, but not context really. Yeah, like what they are.
Wasn't it called
He's just heard things. You don't want to kill a
Wasn't there
pig in
something
Cuba.
like that where there was a monosodium glucose product that they would have for restaurants?
I can't believe with Trump, as much as there's never been a more hated president. There's never been a more hated president than President Trump. How there hasn't been some sort of, we know,
That's it.
you know what I'm saying? No, it's I'm gonna say pure imagination.
Oh, I gotta stay away from the Chinese food. That fucking MSG kills me.
I mean, dude, that's just genius right there. That sounds like
It's probably one of those things that
he's all like, now you don't want to contradict this stuff because you're trying to play golf on this island. You're not gonna have dessert
worked so hard
I'm
to
not going to say the word, but let's just say
did it for 50 grand and forever. But
I walked out for a long time.
All right.
They were trying to install it in the 80s, too. So they got to have
the anecdotal reports and flawed studies, not from consistent scientific evidence. For most people, MSG does not cause health problems. However, a small subset of the population may be sensitive to it and experience temporary mild symptoms. What's the mild symptoms? Headaches, nausea, drowsiness, flushing of weight, maybe fat flux. There was what's called Chinese restaurant syndrome.
What do you think?
Now known as MSG symptom complex. These symptoms often appear within 2 hours after the mild. But also, probably ate like a pig. Also, if you're breathing, rare severe cases,
Aren't they pro fucking, it's like pro, checking all of this stuff, or isn't it anti, just like let it all run? Or is it,
Oh my god,
no, it's what's bad.
sounds called Dun
And if
Cow,
you want to
posted
take
by
it, there's a
Haphazard.
label on the food letting you know that the stuff in there is going to be shown to cause X, Y, and Z. That's it. Like, it's not,
Here's another one. This kid, Dwayne Coleman, broke that. Louisiana high school record with a 900-pound squat. What?
No one's ever with you don't say that. So shut up.
so the West is worried about deregulation. Right?
Wish we had our young man here today, too.
Yeah, but it's just anything. Yeah, environmental concerns. So we're worried about the regulation.
The bar has to bend at some point.
Is there any party that's just pro-regulation? Is there any party that's just pro-regulation? Regulate AI, regulate Instagram, regulate
That's interested in regulating things. Like if you look at the most regulated states, the Democrat ones, because California has a lot of basic regulations.
social system health care.
Yeah, because they want more control from the government. They have a bigger bloated government, and the way you see that functioning
Anything just like it's all thing. I feel like you have to regulate everything regulate.
some regulation is good. Like your contractors, right? There's an example.
Too much regulation.
Too much regulation, you need inspection.
Plus the inspection.
You can't say that because if your family does a good job, and I'm sure they do, that's fine. But there's a bunch of fly-by-night fuckheads that, make a house and build something, and then shit goes
But that
sideways.
shit is so rough. That stuff is
When you get to be as talented as he is,
bureaucratic bullshit. The contract
That's true too.
I used to be a contractor. The amount of
for no reason, but it's a little bit of insecurity. Might be insecure.
I also know that there's a lot of truckers that are involved with this, and you gotta make sure the cows follow code. Otherwise, people suck. They cut corners, they save money, they do things all half-assed. You need someone to go inspect it.
Then it's weird to not have regulation on that. There's no regulation on social media. I mean, unless it's
Right.
it's weird. I mean,
Psychologically, it might be one of the worst things that's ever happened to, like, collectively society, psychologically. Like, if you look at Jonathan Hate's book, if you read his book, The Cognitive
Almost half the way.
it's all about, it's great. It's all about things that self-harm for sure. The big self-harm, suicidal ideation, suicide thoughts. That all comes like this. There's ramps way up. And
it's the elected psychological committee, elected social
tell you that it can't do it. You should say that. If you don't like it, you get off it. And that's what I do. I just stay off it. I know. But so right? 62. They got to know. Don't ruin your life. Don't do this. Let's ruin your life this. Like, and it also sucks for a guy. He's gonna tell you, like, I don't want anybody telling me I can't go on tour. If I'm at home and I have nothing to do, and I pay taxes, I fucking, my those are paid. I want to just
Any tactic for attention monopolization has to be because the like, you know how you feed them with stuff?
shut it off anytime you want.
But it pulls you in, it sends you alerts, it gives you
He's a high school. He's wearing this like Superman, Iron Man type deal suit.
And also tell them,
He's
like, hey,
fucking,
this is a lot of negativity. A lot of these people are
let's go back to
wasting their
talking about
life. Yeah, under fake accounts, you make certain different accounts. They can do email address, they can do account. All they have
maybe
is
that's
access
the
address.
no more fake accounts.
Yeah, but then the thing is, whistleblowers are important, right? If someone has it, and there's some shit going on, and you can expose it, and you don't want to die.
Yeah.
I forget that we're
Yeah.
your left, to be
But
honest.
isn't there another way to
I'll take
whistleblow?
your
Like,
word for it. It's not exactly the same.
Right.
It's not exactly the same.
Viral.
It's stopping what other people do.
You gotta
Like,
be
take
able
the break out of your mind and
to
watch it.
express it without fear of consequences, because there's a lot of people that don't have any power, and there's a government, or maybe you find out that the corporation you work for is doing horrible shit, bypassing some environmental regulations and stuff.
Black people, so
Well, maybe it comes down to regulating the corporation.
it's
Being like,
fine. In my
you can't make
opinion,
money off of
right?
people's data.
You know what I mean?
That's a problem.
Right. I mean, I would love to understand. He's just operating on a different level.
And not only is it very valuable, but then it gives them insane power. The people that have all that money and have all that power,
So
now,
maybe there was the best scene
you
of that
know,
movie.
eventually,
It's hard to see it,
all
but it's so
social
fucking
discourse.
So maybe that's the thing that needs to be
yeah,
regulated.
that's my takeaway, dude. I don't know about you. He knows what black
Just
guys
like when they
think.
do regulate it, then it's like, you read the Twitter files, you read any of the stuff like that, how you get shovel burger,
He stands in the front. It's called the show right now. It's being early, so I just smash on the spot. So I watched this earlier, and it doesn't really make sense. It's just there's no energy in this episode whatsoever. So yeah, let's go there.
Dangerous stuff, because if they have the power to suppress accurate, real information, then you guys the entire country. Shifting narratives, think about their election, this is going to affect public health, it's going to affect everything. And they were doing that. And they were doing it because they had speculation over the media. They had power. Elon comes along and he's like, fuck that, Wild West time. And opens it wide up, and everyone's like, oh, it's all racist now. It's not good. Yeah, there's more of that now because it's not getting banned. But also, there's more people that, you know, can talk about virtually anything they want to. And you can debate it out. You can talk about the climate. You can talk about the moon. You can talk about asteroids. You can talk about foreign government. That's better. It's also be able to say true shit than not be able to say anything.
This one's posted
Yeah,
by
but I see it comes down to consuming because they get radicalized. I mean, when you see the racist shit and you join this tribe, it just like becomes.
all these people that we can't
And it's not just
Radicalized
just
and
let them in.
Christians,
A
and
lot of
also
them are
become like
Chinese.
hikers.
There's
There's also
the things that can work.
jiu-jitsu. There's also like
ISIS.
ISIS. They can also do whatever the fuck they want. But this is just, you got to take it out in the battlefield of ideas. That's what has to be able to take place.
People that are
You can't have people
pro-black,
just can't
hot
discuss.
Cheetos, left.
The problem with that is, like, then they have power over you. They have power over the thing that we do
Why
as
are
a
you
culture,
gonna keep
which is figure out what's right and what's
keep
wrong.
doing that?
Figure out who's correct and who's
All these
incorrect.
Chinese
What's a fact and what is a lie? What is propaganda? Why have they made so much money pushing this thing? There's no science behind it. They just say, then they say trust the science. Well, show me what the science is. But then you have people that are looking at the science that are actual science boycotted, banned from Twitter.
This is like we're supposed to
That's one thing that happened during this whole administration, whatever the organization was in the government.
If you're the Biden cabinet, your idea is just to get that mail in
They
ballot.
were kicking people out. They were like, state
If
science.
you're the Biden
There were
cabinet, I really want to know what
different view of how the pandemic should be handled. They're kicking them off to it, and then you get
Regulators, non-regulators.
your idea is just to get that mail in ballot.
Wild
At what cost? I don't know that's you're allowing some terrorists in there.
But this is the reality
Right now.
prepare them for the reality.
Right.
It's all about that mail in ballot. They hate
Such a drug.
It is a
That
drug,
was more
but
they say.
It feels like the government making money off of it.
There's somebody in the cabinet.
yeah,
He knows
they're doing Snapchat.
freaking.
They're having a good time too. It's not all negative. It's just it can be and the pile on like when people went down movies.
I'll say it is Tony Blaine. They just
The most evil fucking thing ever. But
You're right. You would have
groups
Fox.
of kids that will go after a kid and pile on them and then attack them anonymously. Kids kill themselves. It freaks them out.
I was thinking maybe like haphazard. Oh, yeah. There you fly out like
They
that.
have social media.
Yeah, there's also a do it. Yeah, it's not addiction like, oh my god, you ever get off the weekend or you're homeless. So like, it's a thing that's not necessarily good for you. Just like cake. You don't need cake all day. But if you want to have a birthday cake, or you want a cake and you have dinner, just get some dessert. Fuck it.
Yeah, but what about the case? What if every time I was going to the cake shop,
That's the right would be. It would be
then you'd be like, I really want to eat cake. At some point, somebody should walk in the cake shop and be like, you guys can't do us.
You're a right. So like, it's pretty sweet, but it's expressive. Yeah, if you say, I want to kill all the Greeks in America, if you just said something like that, yeah, because someone would make threats against people. But we have existing laws that already protect people from that.
Okay.
Is he
I
really?
just think
Maybe we should
most
write
people
something.
should say a fuck off it, because
I
most
saw that he
people
posted
that are
today,
doing
like,
it are
within
losing
a minute.
It's crazy how I just last night was something was work and then I just put my phone away and my dog was sitting on the bed. So life thing that loves me.
Also, I have no idea. I have no idea.
I know.
Right?
It sucks so bad because I was trying to be so. I was like trying to say a whole thing that I went through. I just fucking spun out of control.
It's never going to work out. Because it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's just a cult. It's a cult that so it behaves like you can get excommunicated, cast out of kingdom for life. There's rules, follow those rules, you'll be good, you're not a heretic. Yeah, it's a religion. And it's a religion for the religion. Because there's a fucking weird part of our brain that whether you are a Democrat or Republican, it's that spot. Right. So there's if you don't have something in your life that you think of as a higher power or think you have like some sort of ethical moral foundation, some goals, some higher goals you subscribe to. Most people fill that spot. There's a spot, and that spot will be I'm a Republican. Or that spot, we got these goddamn racists, all these white people, we gotta get rid of white people. We gotta get rid of white people. They'll say that, and they'll say they're pat themselves on the back while they're saying it, because they think they're being a good work.
Yeah.
It's just
I just crazy to me and I think I feel back and I'm like, hey, I just feel like I'm so everybody and I was like, you're offended by this. And they would just immediately be like, oh, it's totally okay. I take back everything. And what they said was like, you fucking bitch. And I just was like, hey, I'm a person. And then I completely forgot how to talk. I think it's just weird to go do something feels so good just getting your ground on something and to be like,
Right.
I did something today, and that's something. You know, it doesn't mean anything.
It does.
We need meaning so fucking bad.
We do. I agree completely with it. Or don't have to look.
It doesn't have to be this thing. You could be in this. You could have
You go to somebody with a tattoo of his
Yeah.
dick.
No, but it means there's a spot in our brain.
Yeah.
The religion has always been there. So that spot, whatever it was, about the politics, right, they like that. You find that a thing that's more religion. So,
It is
but also wonderful. It's fun. You know, it's right.
Yeah, when you face to face, yes, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say,
You know?
because I mean, I know the person who talks shit about it. We're just saying that it's
Yep. Yep. Yeah. And that's what most people are doing on Twitter. Because it's just such a lifestyle. It's a great distraction. You can pay attention to other people and tell just say horrible shit, and it distracts you from whatever's wrong with your life.
It's a video game of like health and body perfection, like they're getting jacked. Yeah, it is like the religion that many comics are, and me too. And it does take that role. It's like a lot of times people like to change it. I'm like, this target is all about that. If you're pretty fucking activated on something, you get fucking pissed at that. You know what I mean? Because it's always a look at the picture of these people and they're just like miserable fuckers in a basement. I'm like, dude, this. And if you just spent all day in your building that, you're just doing that shit off. You know what I mean? Instead of needing to.
Well, think about what we're talking about with it's just so slides they're so home.
Yeah.
So many times. Decisions go down those pathways. It's hard for people. It's hard to snap out. Especially people that are fragile and that are worried about getting past themselves. Those things. Yeah, the most fragile people are most vicious. They're the most mean. They're worried about being criticized themselves. Yeah, totally. Yeah. That's people.
I've done it.
Yeah. It's just the social media thing. There's real value, and I'm not use it correctly if you're a journalist or something. You just want to find out actually happening. It's built, but crazy shit happens all the time. You don't know about what's going on Twitter. Just pay attention to things. 80% of the
Figure out more stuff to solve than Syracuse.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. I have so much video. There's so much videos that I mean, I found out that honors was quick save time. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, fast.
Most of my contacts are off of my phone. And I don't have problems with that. Most of that is getting dead street.
Yeah, I would not have been able to do
If you do it right. YouTube is the most amazing resource if you just do it right.
And then just some fucking guys is like, I'm gonna teach you exactly how to utilize this in that. I'm like, yeah, I don't know why you're doing this, but thank you.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Some of those people are like, I'm gonna tell you how to change a Toyota tire on a new truck. I'm like, hey, that's exactly what I need.
Oh, there's so much good how-to stuff. That's essential.
Performance boosters like you play workout like Brian said before the bedroom.
Figure out
Fantastic.
whatever
If
you
you want to try it out, blood vessel, tissue out. Your channel, LA Top Future. Today, Junior, what's up in the bedroom and boost your sexual performance and do it naturally without the prescription drugs? We got a special offer for your wiener. Use joymode.com/to the
like, yeah, why wouldn't you borrow books and medicine? These last things where they figured out schools.
When they say I don't want to bring it into this world, like I scares me, but like I'm neurotic. But when they say that, I'm like, you're the absence of consciousness being superior to consciousness. That's, you can say one is better than the other. There is no better until you're both.
Not only that, you want to go toe to toe, you want this to my face. That I love. A lot of
Today, Junior.
they have to be made. Or they forget it.
Yeah.
That's right. You have to, if you probably love kids. Right. Just don't. You probably are, terrified of this next show.
That was real. It was never recorded. 4:34 in the morning. I just meant like, I didn't mean that.
What's that? Like rich and full life and never have children. I don't think there's anything wrong. I always resented that when I did
Australia.
go.
Alright, so this is gonna be posted by one usual 44
Yeah, I think so.
They unlock like a higher level of love.
Yeah,
This is from
Chicago had the best
show or something.
Not only did it change the amount of love that I have, it changed my capacity to love.
I guess.
Okay.
Well,
You love your kids. Sometimes they like when you don't see your friend, like bye, and you get on the plane,
so well, I decided to use our crazy, I know. In other words, I just need people's ears.
Teach yourself
In
to
other
chill.
words,
really, you chill so much. You love it so much.
Not just for your ears, now
But
it's for your
I
eyes.
think there's a reason why some people have children, because it makes you much more concerned with law and order.
I
Much
say
more concerned with cleanliness, pollution, and all of the harm that can happen to your child. Because you're just you're selfish. You're like, well, it's not war. Yeah, you're not really a part of this thing. You're a leech.
Maybe if I had kids that hit people without kids that people right to them, that would have been. I don't know.
Like opposed to negative things about you.
It would piss me off. I'd be like, you're not keeping a life around. Like, you're just so selfish, bitter, and
Well, a lot of those selfish shitters
They just
and
left that clip in. He's like, if you ever fuck
one
me
of the
up,
things that people are being taught today, that somehow or another, because there's so much like
I
you
said, fucking so. It's just remember we watched some of it before, like this bit. We just
there's so much wealth in the world, and then everything else, whatever the wealth you top of that, that only exists for there's honestly, I'm a focus.
Yeah.
30. A small amount of machine just they won't track. That's what I was
all least intelligent people on the football team.
I was like, that seems like that would work. It seemed like that would have a big impact. It would change a lot of things.
Yeah. So bad.
I've always been down for the tax that
All right, let's
corporation.
go with the last clip that they do. We go into that hour.
Doing right.
The weird thing is they
We'll be back to our regular scheduled program next week. So you know what I mean. We'll bring back the head.
That's fuck.
This one goes by Hey Mark.
They're gonna take that
real
Stop
professional
that.
stars.
Nope.
Keeps going.
For some reason, it's making that much money. They hack the shit out of it.
It's not ideal, but you gotta be able to play. The real money corporations have to always make more money. Like super responsibility for your shareholders, your CEO. Every quarter, you have to meet.
Oh, sorry.
The idea is you're doing really well.
We're just going, okay, we're real toxic.
They never go, we're good. Hey, everybody, we're
Why
good.
not?
They don't even know they have 10
Oh,
people
okay.
working behind
Like,
the scenes.
get to
They
this,
didn't know they
that's the
started.
game they're playing.
You
They're
know what,
playing
dude?
the I
I
want
have a
more
feeling
game.
that the
They're not
chairs
playing to
that
let's
we
make the
also
world better
possess,
place game
right,
because
right,
it's a
proudly,
corporation.
by the way.
Yeah.
So it's a
I
sociopath.
feel like they go
It
through
acts
seasonal
like a
depression.
sociopath. You ever seen like
Then changing the
when
weather right now.
these studies where they like go look at the behavior of a corporation?
You know?
That's why
Do you think that because you're sitting, since you sit in the chair, you feel like you can feel how they're feeling because they sit in the same chairs?
Stock market's so weird to me. I will not put any money in it.
No, I agree.
Gold.
What they're going through, besides them, and maybe us, they have
That
certificates.
is so weird
So
to
what do you
me.
think the jury
But I'm not
every
on
time we
the
get
status
something, we can just
oh
look
no,
at it.
Jordan, you gotta put it to a
Yeah,
fund
obviously.
index. And I'm like, I have to gamble. I go play trash gambling is a bad thing.
Look at how happy we are now.
It is a real thing. And it's like Nancy Pelosi.
That show that we're watching right now,
Right?
with eyes
She did it in a shady
Yeah,
way.
Is that good that she has that?
No.
they
Is
get
that
more
good?
stupid.
My
Well,
friends
it's
were like,
not gonna make her live longer.
Guess what, dude?
82 fucking years
What do you
old.
see that's not in the studio?
Right.
The end is nigh. Stop working.
and my friends are like, I made 50 grand off of Bitcoin, and I'm like, just put it back into Bitcoin. You're gonna keep it in Bitcoin for the addiction. And then I'm trying to pay. You know what I mean? Nobody that I know is like, maybe it's a couple.
He's right, but
That's great. Yeah, I want them to get that very time, but
what
typically,
if I'm seeing rain? It's not there.
social media.
How crazy is that?
they're rare.
You know, like you don't see rain, but I'm
Those
not
would be like,
because I read rain, and that's one of the side
because
effects.
I was
All right,
in and out
that's
of
our
a
episode.
relationship,
Have a
but I
great
was
week.
my
Join the
kiddos,
Patreon,
my
Discord,
brain would
Reddit
be like,
every week. Bye.
what are you doing? You gotta get on with this thing, and I'd be like, okay, just what microdose. But now I'm back to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
When it shows you a truth that you cannot. I would think of my I'd be like, dude, come on, dude. Sometimes like mean to you, you're a cool chick, and I'd be like, oh, I'm not cool.
the view is the
I'm so insecure. That's my favorite. Yeah.
like
I hate
back and forth.
I like my thing.
Fighting the makeup sex.
I think that's somebody who's very honest and is like, that's a stupid thing you did, that's a good thing you did. They're very funny. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you gotta be able to do something really calm it down. Say it first, right? You gotta say things first.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the mushrooms would be like, it would be doing, I'd be immediately confused. Like, you can love a person and not be this. That, those two things can happen. You can love somebody and not be this.
Yeah.
So I was okay with it.
Yeah, I'm not the best about microdosing, but I think for some people it seems to be a giant quality of life enhancer.
It just tells you to stop. You can't do that.
Microdosing is get done. Well, that's what we do. So, those things. I should drink it. I went on a vacation 2 weeks from Japan.
Yeah. But the mushroom is like, I mean,
As always, join the Discord, join the Reddit, join the Patreon if you want. This week, what do we do on Patreon? We did Joe Rogan's Triggered. Also, we had these
ayahuasca.
cans here. We're getting ready to get them priced. Well, mine's water. I'm going to think of the
Oh my god, when I get the text message, it's like, hey, I love you so much.
But it's always down. Okay.
No, that's cool. Well, someone should say they love you.
And that's why they're here. Yeah. So, we should probably start the timer. Let's see here. Look at the program. This is hosted by California Burrito.
Reservation.
Burrito. It's called flexing on your friend during their engagement. This is the hottest topic of the sub today.
He did the whole, I mean,
You told me about this last
I get it, but already like every step of the way.
I just don't understand. How does this happen? How does this picture come about?
Tell everybody to pull
Why
out.
would you
I mean, it was
Does
crazy.
somebody say like, oh, I just got married, so we should take a picture of both our rings
Ari famously told me to put out a 3-hour podcast. From the beginning,
And then it's
why don't you
when you
podcast
notice
3 hours? I said, that's not
so
how I
much
talk
bigger,
for 3
you still
hours. She
notice
said,
that
don't you
all
listen
these
for
questions,
3 hours.
she's
So
just
now
another
when
shop.
you were just starting out,
Oh, yeah. I always do 3
Well,
hours.
honestly,
Like, you don't have
is that your takeaway?
how long have we done
Don't
this?
listen.
There's a big ring like that.
Jesus. No,
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
you do that. It isn't
Look at the
that
size of that
Yeah.
finger, dude. I
Because
guess
we're
we don't
locked
like
in.
that. Like, how does that ring
So
go
if you're
on
really
there?
locked in, if you're
We're
really
both
locked
kind
in
of
with
like, you know,
someone,
not
you really
taking
have it.
it.
It
We
seems
don't
like
want to
3
get
hours.
sure at all, really. But it's like hard not to.
Really?
We're not trying to do
Some
that.
podcasts.
Women?
But
Too?
Sure.
I saw that earlier on her shop to me.
Non-comics.
Like, I'm wondering, like, if that shop see that get hard as fuck. He's like, oh, yeah, my girl's got a big one, dude. You know, yeah, he's a baller. You know, he bought this. That's such a good point of sleeping on the knee.
Locked it in.
But you've had not walking days?
What do you think is thicker, that diamond or shop's cops?
Probably. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I try. I mean, at this point, I'm pretty good at it, so I know like how to
talk about
finagle
diameter.
a conversation.
Talk about another
You know,
man.
generally,
Something about that seem real feminine to be great.
Oh,
Like with today's shape, right?
oh, you're growing, you're weak.
Let's see here. Check this one out, dude. This is
weird for sleep.
posted by Risen24.
Hasn't worked ever.
Oh,
It's
really?
Slow Joe. Who's that? Is that
Flowers the other day, apples the other day.
That makes
Yeah.
sense because it's
The things
yeah,
that make it perfect.
makes sense. I
One
think
of the reps.
it's spreading on Twitter when you're afraid.
Watch.
It
It
is
lets you
important to make
watch
sure everyone knows
yourself
you have
like being
Like
like,
she just has to know that she's
hey,
that's
and
what's
then you wake up and you go, I don't remember falling asleep. Well, I'm good. You're like, this is it. Yeah, it is. Anything like that. That's
No, I know a lot of
She's got a black belt.
I know a lot of people that always hated weed and used to like
let's
when
go to
I
the next
would
fucking
smoke
post
it.
here. Another picture
We
post.
basically like
We're
my
just
dog.
getting facilities out the way, dude. And there's so many posts. I
That's
just
me. I
chose this
always
one
thought
because I
you
know
made
Frank's
sleep,
mom.
but I was able to sleep.
Potato pie is on us. And it's him, paparazzi,
My friend
obviously with
Dave
smell.
Brown hosts one.
Your blockbuster, Boston.
I just got high.
And
I
it's
think I
them
got
in a
high
car.
like maybe
Let's see.
a small.
It's
When I first
so
started
funny. The
talking
car's
about it.
so
And
like,
it
I mean, if you drive that car, you want to be noticed.
my whole life, maybe
You gotta-
7
you're gonna know
times ever being high.
It's
Ever.
lime green.
We
It's
still
I
have it.
don't know what was it,
No, I
Mustang
just
or
didn't
something.
like
It's more
not
like
being in
slime
control.
green to me.
Yeah,
Like,
you know,
that's
I
Nickelodeon
always
slime right there.
associated people who did drugs
Slimer
who
from
never got any
Ghost
and they're a bunch of fucking bitches. And I never wanted to see them.
That's a new
If you
thing.
smoked a blunt right now,
Slimer, man, let's get that shit, dude. We got a back to hell.
you don't have any of the like, my heart's gonna stop. I can hear my blood in my ears. You don't have any of it.
No, no.
Brian,
Sure.
oh my god, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out
That's
why.
when you know that's a
And
different
generally, it's like there's something bothering me in life.
Eventually,
So the real thing about it is to get exposed to something that's bothering you. You don't try to fix that.
The only thing that's bothering you is that you can't deal with the fact that you have squeezed. You know, like, that's what happens to me when I smoke weed. Is I'm like, this shit is gone.
Alright, sorry about that. A phone call. We are back to
Crazy.
Circling Chips, dude. This one's posted by
I mean, that's the thing I always recommended for
It's always
everybody.
been a gearhead.
They don't like me in prison. I like you.
Nothing
I like you.
Yes,
triggers me more than guys who
Look at
I like
it.
it.
But after the pandemic,
You're like, yeah, look, okay, but also here's all that. And there's some real
Is he showing us an overkill of a fucking he's always doing the
had a
sound.
crazy one that you're like, that's not right. That's
I don't think it's so
no,
far.
it's not that bad. I just super like, all right. And then I got what's totally fine.
You don't hear it because you're like, other people will do it here. You're like, what's it?
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I feel
One of those kind of like is your shop car kind of thing. You know, there's like 12 shops cars. And
I
like,
can barely
is that one
work everything else. But then it's like stand comedy. I come up with stuff that you're high. I don't think it's available. Yeah, I don't think it's not available if you're sober. There's things that I wrote that I wrote when I was high, like those people right out right back.
Yeah, I guess I've had it a little bit, but I have to hit the sweet spot or I go right into the
Oh yeah, sweet shot.
Yeah.
That's the key.
You know what helps me if I always have a Xanax somewhere.
Oh no.
Like it just exists in my.
So you know,
So I just know that.
that's scary. Yeah, George Peterson, speaking of which, you know that shit.
I didn't hear the beginning, but he's making fun of someone.
I thought he was on my phone bag.
Well, he was definitely on benzodiazepine for a long time.
That shit.
That's right. And so that's one of the ones where you get off of Xanax.
They just mean it. Yeah, sorry you're
There's
mad
only a
about
couple of
that.
drugs
Okay,
where
maybe
you get
should
off
drink
of alcohol and
your
yeah, but
situation.
Xanax is another one. It's really hard for people.
Maybe no bears. That's something I'm two bears, one grave. You hear
Done
that
in
song?
2 weeks. Everything's that I was like, oh, you need to never allow this around you.
Oh, for real?
I got a Xanax the other day, and my friend was like, you can have as many as you want. And I was like, I need one, and never give me another again. So this is a thing that will keep it going.
Great class.
Great cut. Great cut. Yeah.
I've heard.
No.
I was on a it's like, nope.
Would you drive?
What I did the other day? Dude, I had no
I gotta
idea
be like,
because I don't
R.I.P.
do it.
Gerardo.
And I was dancing at a wedding, and enough where yeah, that's what it felt like. That's what it felt
Okay, that
like.
wasn't what I was saying.
It's really, it's not even that. Because I went from being such a downer to being like, there.
Oh, when you pretend to know Pete Davidson isn't fine.
I was dragging people in. Yeah. That's like the brain damage from the boxing where you're like, sometimes I need to be a little stupid for a second. Or just constantly.
I wonder what's worse for you, anal nitrate or boxing.
Scratching the eye.
I don't know.
What's the side effect of anal nitrate? Because I know I look like it's in the bottom. It's pain and angina.
Angina.
What is angina?
I thought when your anal, between your anus and your vagina. Angina?
What is the side effects of anal nitrate abuse? Okay, and so anal nitrate reduces that?
I love his big dick. Somebody threw on the water.
Yeah, it makes the butthole open.
I think that's thing that happens in shape. So that's a pound in the asshole. Side effects, headache, flushing, rapid heart rate, life-threatening blood conditions called
methylglobin.
Dangerous drops in blood pressure, especially when combined with other drugs. Does it cause brain damage? Google does anal nitrate
Better say that.
They say stuff like this, but then other people are dick.
It can cause both long-term brain damage. Why you think come up immediately? Long-term, acute and long-term brain damage, primarily through two prolonged exposure can lead to permanent cognitive and neurological issues.
I feel that immediately.
The thing is over.
Like, it feels like somebody's hitting everybody. It's like with it.
But they want, right?
I feel like, yeah, last one.
That'd be a whole other thing.
We had like real whippets. It was like a giant cream canister, like a huge
Pete
one.
Davidson is
Like the
making his
real
fans
thing.
sign an
make the
NDA
whipped
prior
cream,
to
we have
showing
to pour
up
the
to the
sugar,
show,
pour the cream.
If I do
they
have a
can
whipped cream,
face up
I'm
to
not
$1
allowed
million.
to
And
use any of the whipped cream. That's always been my problem.
We're the actual gas back there.
so what you have to do is, be at the show, you have to sign the NDA.
We all go back there and get high with the stuff.
I don't know what the hell I was thinking
I was
from.
feeling like once or
That,
twice
that, like,
because
the
you
back
hit
part,
it, you're
but
like,
that's the same
you're
part
like, I'm
that's
like,
at the
almost like,
target
yeah,
last summer. It's
walls.
the same. Oh,
Yeah.
really?
You're like, oh,
They
it's
get up
awesome.
there.
Yeah, it only lasts like 15, 20 seconds. So it's like, oh my god, you're dumb enough.
You know, the
Right, it's always the idiots in the back of the like, I just used to get so high every morning before school, and I just get, I was so crazy stupid. And then when I got older, my brain was like, you can't have stratosphere.
It's definitely probably not.
Oh yeah, we were so
I just think this is so funny. It's odd.
Developing.
My dad was just so funny. He was like a
Voice critical.
Yeah, dude, shout out to Voice
yeah,
Critical.
he's
It's
a
gonna come
there.
Oh, you can go up, you do it.
But I told them
Well, you know,
that
I've got friends with
conversation
shops, so
about
I can
drugs.
think
This is the most important thing. Stay away from any
Definitely one of the
pills
250 dude,
for a
right?
bunch of reasons.
All
Not
right,
just
let's see
because
here. We did
what
review
the
a
pill
video. This was showing
supposedly
you not
is
see
bad
that.
for
Oh,
you.
that's right.
In that
Check
pill
out
is not what's supposed to be in there.
This is
Because it's effective.
Astro's
And they know that.
5.
Powdered Coke is.
I don't know how to say
Oh,
it
yeah.
still, but it's
I think
called
Coke is
Shab.
All
that's the one that made me laugh really hard.
There's
to
so
laugh.
Shop's still in
there's
denial over comedy.
Xanaxes,
What is this show, first of
I
all?
know, he always wears
It's small enough.
And why is he finding Hunt? Like, I know, his name is literally in the episode every single fucking time.
I do this guy's show when you can do our show.
fentanyl that these people.
Look at that cop.
What are you getting their numbers?
No, like if there's one
Wait a minute,
comparison to
dude.
a penny,
Cheers, that's the whole chair.
fentanyl in comparison to a penny.
Maybe we need to find out who this guy is.
Put you in a fucking ground.
But it's all
So
Yes,
small.
yes. Hey,
You are, you just you are.
yeah.
Well, like I heard you, like, if you
I used to think so. So bad that I had all the skin. Then I got it cut off. It was crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it had to go. Yeah, it was technically getting my sister. So I was having to go there. Yeah, it was awful.
Calling it shit times my life.
Oh, he's not on this. That guy just made fun.
Oh, no, I think he is on the show.
Why did it go that enough? Oh, I see baggy pants.
What do you think?
Straight Talk Wireless. I don't know if
Go
this
raw dog.
It's weird.
makes sense to people out there, but the guy on the right, to me, he looks like, anytime you sort of vaguely know a chick, it would
I'm
be the
sorry
boyfriend.
about that. The itchiness.
Oh, I didn't see great.
Yeah, let me look at it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But
okay.
that's evolution had to give you something else. Yeah. We have so much.
It's just all right, let's go to the next one. This is
Sperm.
Where they
just a
hang.
quick reminder of the hilarious time B thought he was going to be the soy boy sugar night.
It's not good
Hosted
for
by
you.
Alex
Crazy.
Hayes.
You just have a unit that's
I
going
don't
up
know
your
what
body.
the reference is, but it's had a lot of
It's crazy.
And it's the most vulnerable part of your body. Your eyeballs.
I don't know that guy.
It helps though. Men are very intimidating. It helps that you guys have that.
I love that there's a
Totally. It
shot
helps. I
taste
don't think
mask.
we would make it
The soy boy move.
without the balls.
That's the soy boy move.
Sometimes the balls
I
touch
mean,
you, you
Chop,
go, oh
he's
yeah,
not
he's
doing
the
that silly
person.
green with the
You
cheese
know what I
out.
mean?
Like,
These squishy guys that are like,
Yeah, it's almost normal.
yeah.
He's
it's
sort of,
hard, you know.
sort of a
But
weird,
it
it's like the Campbell, Joe
remember that
Campbell
you're-
type face. Like even if he makes
The
a
ball.
normal face, so maybe we're.
It's just
Maybe
rock
he's
running
waiting, he's just
around,
trying
he's
different
like,
faces
well,
to
that's
and one day he'll have
hard drop that.
Wear the shoes you want to wear, dude.
Now, let's just have a dog.
We'll see.
I mean, I hate pictures
Oh.
sometimes.
I mean, oh my gosh, dude.
dogs get the red bucket.
This one's posted by Graham Crow. It's called I Love How My Passion is simply no longer a part of Papa's wardrobe. Instead, only
We
when
have
you
one out
bring it
there.
to Hozier in its purest form.
Fossilized.
So this is again, that's a constant
It's
for
about,
Papa.
yeah.
Nobody in his
all
life.
animals have
You, I'm sure that when he got the Gucci bag, and he, like his wife, like, hopefully,
Yeah.
he was like, should I get this? She said,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah,
definitely."
yeah.
She should have been
Oh,
like, absolutely not.
chimp.
A fanny pack Gucci. What are you doing?
It's it's like
And then everything else is
designed to
like
be
hands,
jacked
and
off.
then I kind of just use a Starbucks woman's hat.
Some species,
Yeah, that hat is
But
definitely
like a
waiting in
little
line
fuzzy
before
little
you
dog, like
start.
a deer
I
has
was
it,
trying to
right?
reference your tweet. Yeah, very long
I'm pretty
time
sure deer do.
in line. That
Matter of
hat is
fact, I
for
know
you.
this.
Yeah.
And
I want
some of
to
the like moose,
tall
elk,
caramel,
and what's not
frappuccino with
mammals,
ham
just
tea, whatever. Yeah, that hat definitely has
is
to bring 2
present in
pumps of
some
vanilla. I'm saying
species
yeah,
within the orders
pumps.
of primates, rodents, and
Let's go to most.
carnivora.
It's so hard to do.
Bears, dogs, and walruses
Those
all
are
have a
just-
bow.
This is
It's crazy.
dropping some cat name. I haven't I just go meet,
Yeah.
right? I want to
Yeah.
forget. This is
Yeah.
very funny. Except like,
Those are really like that's where the you like the backbone.
Find out because it was Snapchat too, like just like how beyond being wait, Snapchat, you can do it. Right, it's the finest thing.
What?
You can still get it. Yeah.
Wow.
He tried to do the face.
When did he lose that? What evolutionary step did we take to lose?
But I'm sure some of our
I
listeners
think it's probably
will
when women start being like that guy. I
give
want
me
that
a
guy.
signed Brendan Shaw
Right?
UFC card.
I should get one blown in me by Data. I feel like that
I mean, I'm a regular listener to the show. Just
Yeah.
like with Andy
Whereas other species
Yeah. Well, other species also.
Nice
As soon as we
Yeah, so
figure out
I had to
habitation.
show up just from
So it's just figure out homes and
Stalker goes with
structure.
people
Yeah,
people
yeah.
some of this we're deep in the jigs things after all that. What's it called? That's exactly how I feel when we have a guest. If you shop is silent.
Their explanation for the loss of
It's like
balance
laughter,
states that
bro.
if erection consensus
But
with
yeah, it's
warning of ill health, physical or mental, females could have gained
our guys, huh? Oh yeah, we got a post from shopping for he just coded
put back in it.
Let's see, this is supposed
Everybody
to
I
make
date
sure
has a comment that needs to be shouldn't be letting any of their back in the
Sure. Let's see, we got a lot of upvotes, so let's
I'm
pretty much
not
all
done, but that's what
so Brendan can't do stand-up comedy anymore because he's busy wrecking his truck to get on TMZ and doing his podcast, and he can't miss his one of it. Run on sentence, dude. That's it. That's the middle name. It's a stream of consciousness.
Right?
Yeah,
Like, what do they do in
right.
the 60s?
Yeah.
I think they
Jim
go.
is a single one of his sons. Literally,
Sometimes I
James
get
Lewis
they
did
get
a
hard
lot
and
of
here's the
dots.
things I could
Unless
use
it's
for you
like,
to help, and now they just go, no,
unless it's a comic for neighborhood FC. Or verified. You can find that is a comic.
oh, that's right.
That's why there's people do
But it's always been your
like,
dream,
there's no
Bubba.
reason why
Remember?
they make it hard.
Ever since you were sold in 1990 when Ace Ventura came out, 95 actually, they were running around saying, already then,
And then
you're
it's
stealing
just
another
like,
kid.
it doesn't make sense.
Material is the only
Because
believable
you're like,
part
this
of it.
guy's afraid that
When you
you're
weren't making
that
thousands
big.
of dollars selling comics, you were selling from
That's
Optimus.
somebody
Now you
else's
converted it
fucking
from a comic book
Great to
store
be
to
here.
total
These
stranger.
guys
Oh, yeah.
It's
Totally. We're going, oh, I
It's
did
his,
it. It's
you
not
know,
even
our
the,
goal, or you will be
I think people
being a
just think
douche
that I'm
for
gonna
Kenny for years.
Yeah.
That's how long this post is. You didn't see it. Remember that though? It was
Yeah.
before your dad showed you the first UFC in 91 and told you it was your heavyweight championship. Except the first UFC was in 1993. Weight classes weren't
I think they're scared of me, and they also are scared of, yeah, I think it's mainly they're scared of
when you were 14.
and having
Right.
What about the NFL dream that you never played in, drafted or signed a contract?
now
Maybe you could have repped 200 match 47 times like you can now. Only if you did that, you could have got drafted. Oh, yeah, this is like all your bullshit being read out to you. Cappuccino with the Buffalo Bills after that.
Someone waiting.
Yeah.
Harley
This
Brothers
is not, I don't like the way she smiles.
Yeah, well,
I'm not
sometimes it's gonna be a number
Next thing you know,
there is
it's
times
like
when it's
Well,
called
it's ruined dating because everybody has a queue of
let's see
people
this
they
one.
can date. So they go on a date. I know so
How
many
many,
people like I
how
want
many
to have
shows have they done live?
I'm like,
One.
I don't know that person, and also it probably benefit you to have an hour-long conversation as opposed to be like,
guy got hazard. It's called hockey residency log.
Fixated on them and then not leaving them alone.
I don't know what's in this clip, but I hope it's not what the fucking title says.
When they get rejected.
Let's see.
Dude, that's the best videos I have.
Yeah,
Just please, we love it. I love you so much. And
and then I
I remember the father was crazy. They do get fixed for sure. But then you have to, then it teaches you to spend time with it, just to be like, hey man, I'm going to text you when you got it.
All that's going to go
That's
away.
why it's not happening.
I know.
If that's true. What did they say? What was the reason
We
for
all
it not
lock
happening?
in the side of their mind. They're going to read their
And then
minds.
he's like, hey, but listen, Baba, you gotta be in Austin on Friday.
Just give a fuck about anybody but
Oh,
himself.
that's right.
Everything he's saying is
They're
a lie.
right
That's
because
so fucked up.
James
For people
definitely
who
verified
are
that
like, what if I
information.
kill that
So
cat? And they
it'd be
just
funny.
No,
They started going these
probably be
fake
able to see
places,
why they
like
think
for
that
fake
way.
reasons,
Like,
just
oh,
so
no,
that they
you're
look like they were there.
People
But then
won't think that way.
they're just losing money on trying not to.
By this high mind.
Fuck,
Maybe
they're
they're
gonna be
abandoned
cool.
on
They
it.
don't
Maybe
care
that'll be
about
like one of the straight side effects of it.
it would be good for
They don't care
people,
about
like
what's
my best friend is paralyzed
profile
from
they
the
say.
waist down,
Oh,
good to read your mind and be like, what is actually the pain
Very
coming
good.
from?
Just assume you were
Because
just
you're
bad.
like,
Oh, so this is a very good. This is a very good segue because I make a lot of plans, and what you have to, I keep my personal life and my entertainment life very separate on social media and stuff like that. I don't like showing my family and stuff like that. Sometimes.
Playing video games. It's like
It's
have
something
a
I
game box.
like to protect their
There's a
privacy.
point to where I want to shoot and like immediately shoot at it.
And so, my dear friend Tarek, and our dear friend Tarek.
Tarek, right? I know you got thoughts on Tarek. I mean, I'm so glad they're talking about
Like he just
Tarek,
moves
dude.
it
So
on
we all know
Somehow
what
or
our
another,
Tarek,
the way the
legs,
computer neuro chip, the sort of brain interfaces with the chip, interfaces with the
for all we
computer,
know,
somehow
Tarek's
or
on his
another,
Scotch Noble.
getting better and better.
Yeah, and he's
Which is a problem for the people that got first one. But they're going to be able to pull that out. It's just the one I asked them about time. I was like, it's just like, yeah, things are shaped. This is the only one that I can get. As technology advances, we're able to take this out, put new one in. But at one point in time, like, the wires were coming out. It wasn't working anymore. We inject them back in.
I mean, we started having back pain, right?
Dude, she came to the dinner and I was like, you're so pregnant. I found out like 3 days ago you were having this. Is a Tarek I do. I put the video on her and he goes, wait, what's going on? I go, what is
Tarek, dude. Tarek will never tell you.
You'll be able to, this thing will tell your muscle and your brain to fire. So if you're breaking your spinal cord, it'll be able to bridge that. And
Right,
you'll be
he
able
was
to
coughing and
use your
shit. I was
body.
like, dude, you're so great. Like, he was literally like,
That's gonna piss me off after,
stuff's coming
because
out
my
his nose.
parents
Right.
I hate that when this is so much.
He's always so
It's always
crazy.
gonna happen.
She was getting into stuff, though. Just getting into ear
Brian
touch.
Counts having another kid.
If you touch her,
Yeah,
Tarek's wife. Like,
that was a thing. She was getting into all that shit. She had like a surgeon that would make art for her. That was awesome.
that's a weird bit. Like, you know, these guys, when they start saying, like, his wife was like insanely pregnant, and you
we're probably
go,
about 5 years
you
away
look
from
at your wife, and you're like, you're thinking
You
you're
got
like,
5 years?
more pregnant than most pregnant.
Yeah.
What about structures?
But I get what they're saying is he didn't tell them.
Knowledgeable things and so interfaces, the way we interface folks can be very different.
Do you think it's like walking space? It'll be like, well,
And I realized
yeah.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
no
probably
sharing.
weirder than
And
that.
then Frank realized
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I'm so
Bro,
dumb.
the
So
window was sick.
Brian's the one that's not telling
I
you.
thought I was so
Why he
sick.
said
I
I
got
don't
in
share
and not
stuff.
having to talk to some
Because
fuck art at
it's not,
will.
I don't know why
But
Art is
here's
doing
what I'm
this
saying.
shit.
Why don't people go take me
I
to
got confused. Who the hell is
place
he?
away?
Who the hell is John Africa?
It's gotta be cheap.
Okay, all right. Well, that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna back you and then Brian for that.
People are definitely doing all that.
Really?
They're probably fucking.
It's
gotta be
Seattle.
Sanford.
It doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah,
It's like, I got this friend Tarek and my wife's
mask.
This is why I
Let's
asked, 'cause
go.
It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense because
But
he's
I
like,
really like
you know, I'm a very private
Well,
guy.
certainly probably safer.
And
You
now
know,
he's
they
telling
don't
everybody
really get
his wife
that
is
many
too pregnant.
access. If they do, it's usually somebody else's
Yeah,
fault, not the
which is
windows.
why he doesn't tell you. He uses it when he has to cancel shit.
I was like,
That's a good
that's
thing. We
this
should
is gonna be
take
that.
notes.
This is gonna be
Yeah, we're just gonna
LA. I had one that was so
I had a letter from my ex that
amazing.
you,
It was the worst
that your
flight
wife
of my
is
life. I was like, yeah,
pregnant.
we can't have
Like,
LA.
that's what's going on.
Beautiful Barbie.
That's just
It
bizarre.
was like a
You
perfect
just
10.
don't. I don't talk about it. I just feel like a guy's not going to be like, if I say my wife's pregnant, it's all good.
them have strokes.
That's a big deal.
Stroke out on their own.
Yeah. All right. You're 87.
Oh, yeah. Stroke
How
on
about
their
Robert
own.
De Niro?
I'm not
Another
religious,
person
but I
that
try to
teach never to be a dick.
Right there. If God were to find one of the things, he
Where
would
you drink more veggies up
make
this
that
kid.
hot shit for the private jet.
That
That
was a
was
high five for
that's what
audio.
God could do. Not terrorists.
Well, it's very important when I have the baby.
It's like the comic with a big ego.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say other than she's pregnant. You know, when people know you're lying, or you have to let people know, just like it, like when I was like, your wife is ready.
100%. You're going down, dude. Oh, look at that later. I want to see if there's kids. I'm like, oh, we're safe. We're safe. God's not going to hurt these kids. Yeah, totally.
I like watching, learning what's going on in this thing.
It's a lot of fun.
It's very
Watch me special.
It's available right now on Netflix. It's called
Today, take me with you.
yeah. Sounds like you say
Alright.
boo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what he means.
I'm glad you've seen it.
Oh, this is all about
All right.
like
Bye, everybody.
races and shit. It's all smoking beers to cancel this. It's not Mike's not proven. And we're laughing because we're friends. I'm not happy about the canceling of the show whatsoever. Yeah, we wanted to go. Yeah.
Well, you said to me, you're like, she might have a baby, and I go, I can't go to Austin. I can't go to Austin. He'll go, last time you're black ball wife, he goes, oh shit, that's right, you can have the baby. And I go, it's embarrassing. Here's the thing, yeah, it's just the way you're wired. It's not, you're not that guy. Don't feel bad. But the thing is, no, I just don't, I know you just don't.
Good job. Logan.
That's so. Wouldn't be a bad guy to. Man, didn't tell us his wife was pregnant. What a fucking douchebag.
You,
That way. Right, I told Brian. That's the thing, you know. In fact, I have 3 kids. Even if she has the baby on Tuesday, you don't want to leave on. Like, that's what else can I say? What kid? Yeah, I have to be there. Driver.
I need to still look. First week of newborn is the hardest. All right. This clip is like exposing. I'm gonna have to link someone.
Tuesday.
I'm not ready to give up. I'm not ready to wait for life. Cell phone.
I call it red light. I call
And,
it red light. I go, hey dude,
Where's Turks?
you know, let's go into the
Target,
dream.
I guess,
Yeah,
is
let's look at the
He was
dream.
said he was wrong
To believe
to
make it
be
happen.
like, damn, you didn't tell me your wife's
Instead
pregnant.
of looking
So
at reality.
that makes sense. Like,
Dream,
yeah,
which is
like,
what I usually
this
do.
kind of fucked up. It was
I'm like,
Target. Like,
articulates life.
you don't know. He's
Not
like,
the
close
other way around.
friends.
But
Like,
I
dude,
flip the script a
your
little
best
bit.
friend.
No,
Like,
let's
someone we all fucking
dive into the dreams
love
and
want to see
belief.
on the show.
And so I think
Talk
it's a
about it,
short
you're not gonna
spot.
tell
It was getting, my tank was getting
Okay.
low. Belief.
And then
Not
Brandon
what was
is another
bothering me.
person.
Well, specifically.
Brandon, yeah, he just said
Maybe
Brandon.
maybe it's
I swear to God, you heard that right? I didn't even hear that.
something like that. Maybe it's that jet.
on Friday.
You know,
I love Austin. I love doing the show.
what's the next half?
But the birth is,
I don't know.
I call
Maybe
it
some
red
kind of
light. I call red light. I go, hey dude,
I
I was
look around
Brandon. That's even more
leaders
fucking
that I'm like,
makes me mad because Brandon is like,
yeah,
it's like, oh, you're fucking not gonna tell Legs,
not
Brandon, and
trusted.
Target about what's going on.
I
Like,
see
the fuck?
people that aren't
I
there.
don't even know what to say. I'm gonna speak to them. I just told Justin, not Target Brandon.
I think we just
I mean, if you want to hurt,
I found myself
we're so friends.
sleep fine. You
You
can't,
I mean,
sleep fine.
like my wife's
That's
popping.
that's it.
Now I thought she'd have it a month out, but she
get away with right.
Stop saying your wife's
Trust. I believe.
and even if she communicate, even if you would have told like you told me like
Yourself, your kids, their future. There's all too bad it is. Yeah.
And I didn't realize how pregnant she was. She came with a surprise birthday party.
We
I was like,
understand
oh my
like
god.
it to be so
Now the
amazing.
content, I'm still doing all this, but I didn't
All of my
know
favorite
party.
people.
Yeah, but even if I would have known, I'm like,
All
oh,
the,
let's push.
I love people. I love being around them. But yet, simultaneously,
like, usually I'm taking me in Vancouver. I'm taking all the calls about April. Yeah.
they're terrible.
And that was
At the
fine.
same time,
I said, I'm not going anywhere for April because
the problem today
we got to be
by
LA. But that's right. They should get figured out. Yeah. There's no like, all
actually 8 billion people's bad stories. I don't think that's normal. And I think that also changes your own perception of the world. Everybody's like, what is the point of being a good person? What's the point of being friendly and nice when the world's goes down?
So we're going to reschedule.
Right, like you feel the same.
You can, like, it
I'm
makes
in a
sense.
world
You
that
can,
rewards that.
like, the country, but not this thing.
If you're trying to make
You're right.
your
It's
holders
gonna
billions of dollars, like, yeah, you kind of have to be a psycho. And those are the people that a lot of people look up to. Yeah. It's real. It's the way we're structured as well with that integration of information. Also, with people being rewarded for being shitty people. Like, it's hard to
You know what I do?
think positive happening.
I'm going to get like the day it's more.
Be true.
That place,
Hey,
comedy store.
just go for it. More merchants that get it. But also, how do you have profit?
Dude,
Which is
the
success. I see a lot of people that are successful.
yeah.
You have like profit.
Well, you've heard about
Being
the
valued
fathership,
for
right?
success. Right.
That's
I see a lot of
the
happy billionaires I
They
know.
call it the fathership. What's the
That's
fathership?
God's thing, right? Like, that's
Oh,
the thing
yeah.
you think,
So
oh,
we'll get to that later.
you hit
There's
that
some clips
stage,
about that.
there's no way.
Let's get some more
That's some of the
feedback.
most
You know, working for you.
Yeah.
The timer's still running. We're about like 3 minutes. Let's see.
Shouldn't be
This is
that.
supposed to be
Right.
Morning Alone,
That's what we're pursuing. I
1864.
got nothing
It's
against
called
the
Rings
right
Yells at Papa
Right, but
Arenda for its
yeah,
marketing
that's what we're
skills.
pursuing.
I read
That's not how it's that's the happiest guy alive, right? You know? Yeah. It's not real. How big your house is, great. It's still just newish, the ceiling to a little bit low because it's hard to get every day. It's not cozy at all. It's like cozy. That's the first time I've noticed that painting in 2 years. Yeah, I don't like it or I got it in the wrong place. Yeah, it's in that on the second hallway. I'm never down here. It's my favorite chair. I see like movies where you live in a log cabin. I'm like, the lack of options. The lack of options is relaxing. But there's something to that. Like a frying pan. That's what I look at. You only have room for one of everything. So I would get my best, the best hand, the best. That's precious, the best. You can only have one of each if you get two each butter. Right. They run out. I forgot you did that. You did that for 4 years. That's crazy.
Doing a show with a child.
That's so shit, Brett. It's such a guy watching videos. They live in like trailers.
It is like saying just because something works
they convert to live in it. They travel around the country.
like
Obsessed with these videos. These
anywhere.
guys go to like
It's
these
bullshit.
horrendous places.
And it's
Got one guy who's from camping. And he goes up and they're like, wait, it's the last like way above the Arctic Circle. Like way up there. In this fucking truck with a house on the back of it. He's in Canada, like it's Alberta, and it's snowstorms. There's something oddly comforting about watching a man cook in this tiny little space that he has essentially attached to the back of a big piece of pepper. And he lives in it.
It's really worship. It's not even
so where actually got blood frying. Take care of that one time. This is world. I mean, the whole world frozen wasteland. So sideways, this dude's just chilling, making eggs. Something cool about watching someone like a deck back of a truck in the middle of the winter, and he's comfortable. He's watching movies on an iPad. Right.
He's like looking at kind of like,
The
it's worth
times I've gone off on my
So somebody asked him about October 7th. He's like,
I've
they
always
killed.
said, okay, stay here until
But they killed this many Jews.
it's Molly. Here.
Don't matter to me.
Right. Oh my God.
But
Stay
this
here
one doesn't matter.
long enough to believe this can be your existence.
All right, we got another one, dude. It's called It Was More About Her. That makes sense.
If I get to that
What
point,
do you think it's her to?
right, this could be amazing. You walk in, I've given it just, right? Then go come home, because I sure do.
Let's see.
Silk sheets in bed at home. Sure do.
Since we
You'll sit here after those times.
Pretty guys surprised the hell out of me.
Spending
Surprised I don't know.
coming back
I have no
over
freaking clue.
to the mainland.
Yeah, dude, we gotta do. I'm sure you'll do that.
His game. Yeah, wanted that.
Gotta add that to the repertoire. Dude.
Yeah.
Such a
Resets are real. They're important. You can get trapped in
that kind of
momentum.
stuff. No, never. You never. My wife
You can really get trapped in the momentum of whatever you're doing in your life to the point where
We're up
you lose
I wonder if I
yourself.
I wonder if I snot. I wonder if I just
You forget. Be just the person. And what happens when you're doing it well, but you don't feel it? Right. And you're on autopilot. You're not going to ever say you're not going to output. Right. What you're doing.
Very little roofs.
They're good. I feel it. You're a passenger.
And we're like,
Whoever
I was like,
put together
yeah,
that
right.
when it comes together, when you're really locked in, really on it, it's so good. That's what you do, and you like the materials, feel like a part of the material, but you're not there. Like a passenger. You're not saying, ow, something, right? I'm going to give up something else.
I was actually out of town.
Weird, you're like a passenger. And I think there's something about that. When we get and like things that you can do to take this thing. Little like mini vacations or whatever pattern you're stuck in.
Posted by Seaweed Remarkable. That's just a guess. I probably